Shivaya Om Magadeshwariye Namaha. My humble pranams at the love-mounted lotus feet of our Lord Amma. I welcome you all to the second day of the Teachers Orientation Camp 2025. Pray for a peaceful and contented mind in all circumstances. Now let us stand Amma Vyana Slova. I request Srimati Veena Ma'am Avery India to lead the prayer. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Sri Shivaprasad sir, Academic Coordinator, Avery India, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, to welcome and introduce Sri METHIL KRISH.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Magadeshwariye Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Lord Amma. It is with great pleasure and immense respect that I stand before you today to introduce a truly distinguished personality, someone who brings with him a wealth of knowledge, a remarkable legacy of leadership, and a passion for empowering others, Shri METHIL KRISH. With an illustrious career spanning over 45 years, Shri METHIL KRISH has carved a niche for himself in the highly competitive world of sales and marketing. From starting out as a professional service representative at Procter Gamble, that is P&G, in 1978, to rising through the ranks across some of the most respected organizations, including MRF, JK Tyres, TVS Tyres, and Avery India. He has continually demonstrated excellence, vision, and integrity. He has held critical leadership roles such as Vice President of Marketing at TVS Tyres, Regional Manager at JK Tyres, and Executive Director and Global Business Head at Inciem Business Consultant Private Limited, while he continues to make impactful contributions to global business strategy. Sir's journey is not just one of corporate success, but also of a deep educational impact. Sir has been associated with Amrita for a long time now. He has served as the GM of Corporate Relations and later the Chairman of Career. He played a pivotal role in shaping careers and mentoring future leaders from 2010 to 2021. Today, he also serves as a valued resource person for Oxford University Press, conducting training and development programs across educational and corporate domains. His expertise spans direct selling, FMCG, capital equipment sales, distribution management, advertising, and sales training. He is a certified international trainer from MAC Singapore, specialized in life skills, international behavioral science, and teaching methodologies. What sets him apart is not just his knowledge, but his ability to connect with diverse audiences, thanks to his fluency in English, Tamil, Malayalam, and Hindi. Beyond his professional accomplishment, METHIL KRISH is also a classical dancer and a passionate singer. showcasing a rare blend of corporate leadership and artistic feel. Today, we are incredibly fortunate to have him with us. His presence is a true honor, and I'm confident that his insights will inspire, inform, and ignite new thinking in all of us. Please join me in welcoming METHIL KRISH. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri Nirvana sir, Principal, Avery India, to felicitate Sri METHIL KRISH sir as a token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri METHIL KRISH sir to take over the session on the topic Teachers the Change Makers.
I think all of you are new to this great institution, right? All of you are new teachers here. Right? Oh, we don't old teachers, but we are new to this institution. I'm not talking about this one. And you would play this like me. The topic given to me was what? What is the topic? Teacher is change maker, right? Let me ask you, there's a huge crowd of unfortunate teachers. I'm not able to, I can't even know, but still, that's the change maker, right? Unless you talk and I talk, doesn't make sense, right? You want me to talk, and you also should talk, isn't it? If you want to talk to me, if you want to talk to me, say on. Right? If you ask me questions, wonderful. If you question me, I don't question. If you ask questions, please don't question me. I'm not asking here, I'm not an answer, and that's all it is. So don't ask questions, right? Okay. So, the change, that's in Parivartan, right? All change. How many of you are willing to change? I know you changed for the previous joint this great institution. So, that's okay. But otherwise, how many of you are willing to change? Let me ask you. Can nobody answer? All right, wonderful. Only those teachers that are willing to change. Everybody wants to change. Sir, breakfast not provided for us. How do I have breakfast, right? The hospitality to the team, right? You have the hospitality team. I have to know how you follow. That hospitality is the only people see. We have to understand people. Sir, when I know you have to have a breakfast, right? So, how many of you are willing to change? Wonderful. Great. Happy. But how will you change? You know, it's like a habit. When you inculcate a habit, when you develop a habit. What is the meaning of habit? That's great. So if you remove X from that, what remains? Bit remains, right? And if you just remove A from that, what remains? If you remove P from that, what remains? P remains. Right? It remains. Habits, certainly can change, but you can change. How many of you heard something to do with 21st century skills? Have you heard what is 21st century skills? How many of you have heard something to do with NEP? What is NEP? 2020, right? For who is it? It's for the President of India, or it's for the Director of Ministry, or it's for the doctors of the alright? You know what is it? Our teachers want to know, but teachers are going to know. What do you got? What do you got? Our words to mom. Yeah, what do you got? I'm going to ask you for. I'm going to know. What do you got? What do you mean by 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4? to tell you the answer, okay? What is it? Very good, very good. At least some teachers are prompted and now the current is 10 plus 2, right? If I give you a 10, then you go for the 11 as well. But that's wrong now. It's going to be 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That's for the schooling. Then beyond that is 3 years, 4 years, no more graduation of 2 years, it will be 1 year. No more MPhil, you want to be MPhil, then you do it directly research. You know how to right? What do you mean by operate? So there are changes which have come with naming rules. And one of the things which I want each of you to understand is the advantage of already on all systems. That's one side. This is very easy. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it. Well, in the naming rules, one important thing which is called the 21st century skills. What do you mean by 21st century skills? Okay, what do you mean by skills? Skills and other skills in so long. Right. So, what do you mean by Thermite? We all so many things. What do you mean by Thermite? Quality. Right. And you should know. You want to talk in Canada, I can talk in Canada. You don't understand. Tamil தெரியுங்களா? உலகம் தெரியுங்களா? நல்லா தெரியுங்களா? ரொம்ப நல்லா தெரியுங்களா? ரொம்ப நல்லா தெரியுது சார் எந்த ஊர் நீங்க? ஈரோடு நம்ம ஊர் பக்கம். கோயம்புத்தூர் போகணும்னா ஈரோடு. தமிழ்நாட்டில் ரொம்ப புதுசாக இருக்கிற ஈரோடு இருக்காங்க. தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? தெரியாது. உங்களை பற்றி உங்களுக்கு தெரியல. உங்களோட திறமை உங்களுக்கு தெரியல. பாருங்க நீங்க வருமா? ஐயோ அது பெரிய ஊர் நிறைய இருக்கு. இங்கே இருக்காது. See, look at the most beautiful girls come out from Trichy. See, that's a very good. Sir, we can do that. நம்ம ஊருக்கு அதாச்சி வாங்க நினைச்சா சொல்லுங்க அது டேஞ்சரான ஊர் இல்லை. So what is the skill? Excuse me, what is skill? Can somebody get up? Is it difficult to get up? Yeah, there comes my teacher. What is the name, man? Very good.
திறமை என்றால் திறன். அவுட் ஆஃப் 10 பேர்கள்ல ஒரு 2 பேருக்கு அவங்கள தவிர எக்ஸ்ட்ராடனரி ஏதாவது ஒரு திறன் இருக்குதுன்னா அதை திறமை சொல்றோம். அதை மற்றவங்களுக்கு நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைனோ தெரிவிக்கணும். திறமை
Just appreciate the teacher. Thank you so much. Yes. நீங்க வாக்குறீங்களா?
ஒரு செயலை சிறப்பாக செய்து முடிக்கக்கூடிய திறன் வந்து நம்ம திறமை சொல்லலாம்.
What's your name? What's your name? Vijay Kumar. Very good skill. Even with talent, talent. Talent skill என்ன வித்தியாசம்? Otherwise, talent is involved, right? அது ஒரு டீமுக்கு அது இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியுமா? முடியாது. You can't change your team, right? So talent is a team that we can pass. Quite very knowledgeable. Okay, nervousness வருது. Very good. So talent is involved and skill. It cannot be improved. It's involved. It's already there in you. But the skills can be. And that is what the changes which have been brought in terms of NP 2020 is the skills that you must integrate in yourself as a teacher and take these skills what you learn today to the classrooms in the future. So that would make your what we call it the CR, classroom management, more efficient and effective. So are we going to learn? You're not going to do that 21st century skills, right? Have you ever gone to the 21st century skills? If yes, keep your hands down. If he ran down. But when he got one to, he was the one to hold that. Oh, I can't go there. What's in the middle? I don't know. After he saw all that, I don't care. So now, you cannot be doing what you have been doing so far in the past. You need to bring changes in the past. Right? And everything you have to change in the past. Now, if you look at 21st century studies, and I said talent is involved, skills can be improved. The Avery India has brought something to do with improving the classroom management. The idea of all this is to ensure that no more rock learning, no more rock learning, by I'm sure many of you bring to the CBSE or any presentation or IB or ICSE, you have heard something about experiential learning, right? Art-based learning, outcome-based learning, it's different types of learning, it's all changes. No more the days will come where you use the stage on the stage. Today, teacher is a stage on the stage, that practice will end. No more you will be staying on the stage. You all will be a guide near the side of the student. You should be a guide near the side, not sitting on the stage, so those are wrong. There is no reason standing there and rather teaching, you keep preaching. Stop it. Now, as for anything we do to the rules, that change is no more sitting on the stage, you are a guide near the side of a student. So you walk the student there. You guide the student, right? You avoid the student, you guide the student. You show the right way. That's what it's all about. So no more, what I would say, having and writing. That has to change to what we call stop studying. We very often stop studying. What's some of the learning, right? It's not like you do so right. All they have to stop studying. You stop studying. Ask them to stop studying. And ask them to start learning. That's really important. Right? Why learning is very important for your teachers. The reason for you to understand why learning is important. You look at me and just about what would be my age? Don't think. The answer is not very good man. I was born in 1919. Okay. I was born in 1919. Generally, dance school goes to teachers who are very don't ask the age of it. I don't ask the age of it. Now you must ask the salary of the man. You must not ask. This is I cannot ask. Please tell what you want. I'm just about 67 years old. I was born in 1958. My story was with this. I also went to school. When everybody said, oh, they go to school along. Are you all sure that I went to school? Yeah, I went to the right? Yeah, every district, history of three areas. Two nationality and one rock. Right? Absolutely. Three. So everywhere, you go to Procter Gamble, you go to Mother Award in the program. Even another, there is the program. So, Avery was there, but in my 6th standard, I was learning at Mother Middle School. I started in Srinagar, coaching 1, 2, 3, first, second, third. My father was a school then coaching those times in the 1960s. But the entire coaching was already good stories. Now there are over 80 there. That's the growth in Kerala and number of hotels. So I was there up to 1966. My father was inspector. My father was transferred to a place called the only son of ours was the Bali. So my father was transferred to Brazil as the Solution, the Avery Tyres. But the people who go there, so I'm like, Mom, me, my sister, my brother, we can never leave because it's Mala. We don't know where Mala is, right? It's a big part of Telangana is Mala. Okay, that's the story. Okay. I was there. I went down to primary school, Chota school. There was only a fourth standard. So they ate school, I went to fourth standard. Fourth standard, what didn't happen to me life? I thought it was changes. What happened? I only know another language. There was nothing about English, something like that. I don't know. Somebody asked me, what did I say? I would answer. You asked me, what is your name? I didn't know. You also don't know. So the fourth standard, what happened to you is that as you know, I think everything is about 50, 60 students, they're sitting on the floor, and long hair, very long hair, they're all rings, all white fingers, his name is Mohan, comes and asks, hey, he said, how many girls want to learn dancing? Somebody all the time do girls, but there's a small boy in the corner, and the corner of the girl is in the back, our age is very good, because the other dancing is very good. You want to learn dancing? Yes, I want to learn dancing. Everybody's on. I don't know if everybody's those time, everybody's, oh my God, 3,000 rupees, right? So, that rupees is never going to happen. 3 months old, so how many rupees? 30 rupees. So, after the third month, this guy, father, I don't know how this guy is learning. One house I said, right? So surprise visits the school on a Saturday, and when she enters the school, she sees girls around and around dancing. Her son is in the middle. Moon master. Our what is it going on? Now tell me, which father will tolerate this? ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಸಂಪಾದಿಸಿದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 3 ಮಾಸ ಡೈಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 3 ಮಾಸ ಅಮ್ಮ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ one boy what that from you want to come to how to teach him mom said yes but then it's 30 rupees a month. Mom said, okay. And comes one hour, and probably 1 year, 1.5 years. So many dances, right? Talking about them, sure about them, how they could dance, fisherman, all of these snakes on, right? Then, that's the name of it. Marriage is not classical dance in India. The part they are so this is very about so almost close about 90-50 dances. This is our development and this is animation also. You know what the animation? The celebration, the finale of the learning of dance. And this was in 1966 that the was making. Something very odd, right? Amma was looking at me. He is also a classical dancer. Amma just looked at me. This guy is sort of somebody else also. And I just argue about it, right? But nobody else looked at me. Did you hear the same classical dancing? Yes or no? I don't know. This is okay, what is okay? But see, I have real tough times with my teachers and students wherever I go. Those times, all students, my time used to sleep in the class. How closing your eyes, right? Isn't it time? Teachers will say, I can't go now, so we come back. Now we don't do that. The teachers and the students, especially the students, how they sleep is without closing their eyes. I think technology also changed the style of learning. So this habit now has come to the teachers also. The moment I ask question, In 1966 to 2025, எவ்வளவு வருஷம் ஆயிடுச்சு? எவ்வளவு வருஷம்? How many years have gone? 39, 59. 59. At least there's one teacher who can calculate well. I'm very happy. Sir, who are you? Can I have your hands up? 59. Very good. Sir, you are good in maths? Are you good in mathematics? You are good in mathematics. Wonderful. How many hours are there in a day? That's okay. எத்தனை மணிக்கூர் இருக்கு? ஒரு நாள்ல எத்தனை மணிக்கூர் இருக்கு? 24 hours? உட்காருங்க. கரெக்டா? வெரி குட். இதுக்கெல்லாம் கிளாப் பண்ணணும். கரெக்ட். How many minutes? How many minutes in a day? I said how many hours? 24. How many minutes? No. That is seconds. See, sir is talking about 86,400 is how many seconds. Sir is not listening to my question. But anyway, he said the correct answer of 86,400 seconds in a day. Wonderful. Give a big hand. So there are 1,440 minutes. Calculate பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? Good. She's very smart. Right. See, we need to engage you with some questions. Can I ask you some questions here? For the ladies who are sitting here, lady ma'ams, can I ask you a question? Simple question. Can I ask you? Say no. Oh yes, okay. Ready? How many alphabets are there in English? Sir, can I ask you some questions here? How many letters are there in English? 26. Can I ask a common question to both? Letter and alphabet, are they same? How many of you? 140. Murali sir, put them all into the LKGs. So open some extra classes for our Amrita there and it's out. Big revenue for us. Because all my teachers say alphabet and letter are the same. Alphabet and letters are not the same. No, it's not the same. How can it be? Enema? Oh, wonderful. Who is the teacher? Just get up, ma'am. Please get up. You're right. Very good. Big applause to her. Thank you. She says one alphabet and 26 letters. See, what a learning, what a change is coming now, right? Correct? You're an English teacher, ma? Then what teacher are you? Are you? Who's the English teacher here? No English teacher. I know, no English. Language teachers are not there. But did you learn English? Sir? Wonderful. What's your name? Sonu. Okay. Sonu sir. Can you write a letter A? She said one alphabet and 26 letters. She's right because all those ABCDs alphabetically ordered. So it's one alphabet, 26. Learning number 1. Learning number 2. A is the therima capital. Konja easy coming. Action. Wonderful. Is it correct? No. It's correct. How do you say not correct? Is it correct? Correct. Is it correct? Yes or no? Do you want you want to break for a tea now itself? Then you say yes. Yes, say louder. Little more louder. Wonderful, great. Small letter. Is it correct? Yes. Give me a clap. You might be thinking, what the hell is happening, right? You would have clap on Madam. Tamil is your second or first language? Second language. Aana edu theriyuma? Edunga madam. Capital letter edunga. What ma'am? There is no? There is no? Okay, then tell me why there is a capital and small letter in English. Tell me why there is say small and capital in English. Yoshtu pathringala teacher. You need to ponder yourself. If the teachers have to go through this 21st century skills, you need to ponder a lot. Why there is a capital and small letter? Using. I want a bother from one of you. Just keep thinking. But யோசிச்சு வேற என்னோட கிளாஸ்ல அட்டெண்ட் இல்லைன்னா பிரச்சனை ஆயிடும். Okay, can I ask you a question here? Why? For the gents and the ladies there, can I ask you? Not this. Yes. Little more louder. Hey, what's my name? You don't call me METHIL Krish, you call me Krish. Okay, what will you call? Don't call me sir and all. I don't like that word, sir. You call me Krish. Can you call me Krish? Little louder? Little more louder? Little more louder? Little more louder? Little more louder? But no Krish. Thank you. All right. Okay. Okay, listen to me. Can I ask you now one question? Where does the sun rise? Where does the sun set? Where does the sun rise? Where does the sun rise? And my geography teacher in my 6th or 7th standard taught me very important concept of the sun. Sun is static. Did you learn in a different way? Is sun static or how is it you learned? Is sun static or tell me yaar. Sun is static, right? And the earth? Absolutely. She says the last ma'am, how attentive she is. Ma'am, I can see you from here. Right. What's your good name, ma'am? Shanmuga ma'am. Vanakkam, Vandanam, Suswagatam. Right. Right. Ma'am, very good. You see, generally what happens, நம்ம நினைப்போம் அந்த பின்னாடி இருக்கிற பசங்களாம் தண்டமான Dr. Abdul Kalam had said, I also used to sit in the last rows of my classroom. Right? Not by choice, the teachers make me sit in the rear. Ma'am, one thing which I really appreciate on Kalam sir, he did mention that the great minds in the classroom sit in the last rows of the class. And those are the great minds who are sitting. The big applause to those great minds there. Thank you, Shanmuga Priya. So the sun doesn't rise, sun is static. But we keep teaching all wrong things to our children. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Hey, come on, let's change ourselves. Right? Let's change ourselves. Okay? So what happened is, after I learned dance. Why did I learn 59 in a year? 59, almost 6 decades, right? Just hold this. Madam is quiet and will I ask her to say something? No, I won't ask you. Just, so now you are good to
Why say 60 years still I have my steps with me, right? I don't feel sad. After the singer dance, you also you won't feel sad. Right? He said, hey, please don't ask me to stand and dance with you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last, we could really have got it. Come on, let's go on. We can come on now.
Why did I show this? Why did I show this? Is for the simple reason I learned dancing. Right? In the year 1966, as rightly said by my dear friend, it's 59 years. So do you learn singing or do you study singing? Do you learn singing or do you study singing? No, wonderful. You're from Kerala. Wonderful. See, look, which part of Kerala? അറിയുന്ന മാതിരിയുള്ള സ്ഥലം പറപ്പാ സുൽത്താൻ ബത്തേരി വരാ ഈ ഗണപതി വട്ടം എനിക്കറിയില്ല ഗുഡ് മാം ഡു യു ലേൺ സിംഗിങ് ഓർ ഡു യു സ്റ്റഡി സിംഗിങ് ഡു യു ലേൺ കുക്കിംഗ് ഓർ ഡു യു സ്റ്റഡി കുക്കിംഗ് ഷീ സേയിങ് ഐ ഓൺലി ഈറ്റ് സർ ഡു യു ലേൺ സൈക്ലിംഗ് ഓർ ഡു യു സ്റ്റഡി സൈക്ലിംഗ് ma'am do you learn dancing or do you study dancing? When you learn, so many things we learn. But why do you ask your children to study mathematics, study physics, study chemistry? Why? It is not, there's something called TLP. What is TLP? Teaching learning process. It is not teaching studying process. We study for a simple reason. For what? Marks. Do you force the children to study? The moment the exam is over, yes, they forget what has been studied. They don't remember. So not you, even the parents, they come, and payanukku 100 kadakla paathuko teacher. Nee நம்ம வீடு முன்னாடி தான் போகும். நான் பாத்துக்கறேன். 100க்கு 100 வாங்கணும். என்ன 100க்கு 100? What do you do with the marks, man? Sir, how much did you get in English in 10th standard, sir? பாவம் சொல்ல எதுக்குடா நான் முன்னாடி வந்து உட்கார்ந்தேன்? இந்த மாதிரி ஆள் வரும் தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா நான் எங்கேயோ அந்த சண்முக மேடம் அங்க உட்கார்ந்த பிரச்சனை இருக்காது. சார் இங்கிலீஷ்ல எவ்வளவு வாங்குனீங்க 10th? இருக்கிறீங்க நீங்க. He doesn't remember. You don't remember. Mom, how many did you score in social science in 10th standard? She doesn't remember. She doesn't want to say, sir, do you remember? You don't. Mathematics in 12th standard. He's the honest guy among all of us. Kai got in the side. You know, honest and intelligent. Right? இவ்வளவு கை எடுப்பீங்களா? இவ்வளவு பேர் இருக்கு. இதுக்கு கூட ஐ திங்க் ஒரு போனஸ் மாதிரி கொடுக்கணும். அம்மா கிட்ட சொல்லி நான் கொடுக்குறேன். நல்ல கையடிக்கிற டீச்சருக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா 200 rupees per month. உடனே அடிக்கிறாரு பாருங்க. இவரு சொல்லும் போது அடிக்கணும், சொல்லாம அடிச்சா 200 rupees minus. See, marks, you know, actually those exams are just a miniature process for our children to get into the next step of our life. That's it. அடுத்த ஸ்டேஜுக்கு கொண்டு வரும் அந்த மார்க்ஸ். What else can it do for you? Sir doesn't remember. He agreed with me, doesn't remember. Sir, do you remember your wife's name? Sorry, I'll just cut this up. Do you remember your wife's name? What's her name? Ayyo. Priya, right? Why you remember that? Huh? No other Goa. No. See, that's what I'm saying. His wife is important. Marks are not important. So he remembers what is important. But we go on drilling all those guys. Mark Wangadam. You get high marks, suddenly you go to the collector and say, sir, I'm the topper, sir, in CBSE this year. So what? I'll give you an award, I'll give you a certificate, the cash prize, mari koduthu photo eduthu anupuvan. But he comes and says, sir, well, since I'm the first rank in the CBSE, all India ranking, I'm the first, please put me as your deputy collector. Poduvangala? They nadraanga irundai. Orrun solli thorthu vitruvaanga. So but we keep still on that rote learning. Right? How do you change yourself from teaching studying process to teaching learning process? That's very important, right? The first thing in life is, please ensure that your children, students and your children, son, daughter, let them make mistakes. The teachers have a very good habit of stopping the children from making mistakes. Allow them to make mistakes. நீ அப்படி போய் புக்கு பக்கத்துல நின்று பாப்பீங்க. என்ன பாடுற டேய் இப்படி பண்ணக்கூடாதுடா அப்படி சொல்லி பாடு. No, let him make mistakes. சைக்கிள் ஓட்ட தெரியுமா மேடம்? சைக்கிள் ஓட்ட தெரியுமா? வெரி குட். யார் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க உங்களுக்கு? Who taught you? Friends. க்ளோஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட் யாரு? பாய் இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல. யாரு? ஸ்ட்ரீட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். அப்ப பேர் இருக்குல்ல, அவங்களுக்கு பேரு ஸ்ட்ரீட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் பேரா? ஏதாவது பேர் சொல்லுங்க. Ungoday, ma'am, was sitting in the cycle seat. Ma'am, what's your name? Vimala ma'am in the seat. Ungoday is below. Hey, Ungoday, ஒழுங்கா டைட்டா புடிச்சுக்கடா. நான் ஓட்ட போறேன்டா. நம்மளால விமலா நான் இருக்கும்போது உனக்கு என்ன கவலை, நீ தைரியமா ஓட்டடி அப்படி சொல்ல. சாரி ஃப்ரெண்டு, நான் டீடால்னு போன வெரி ஹைலி டிசிப்ளின் ஜென்டில்மேன். பார்த்தா தெரியுதுல்ல? தெரியலையா? நீங்க இப்படி காமிக்கிறீங்க. கரெக்ட். ஓகே, ஐ பிலீவ் யூ விமலா மேம், ஐ பிலீவ் யூ. அண்ட் மேம்ஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இஸ் ஹோல்டிங் டைட். இருக்குமா, நீ ஓட்டுமா? இருக்குல்ல, நல்லா டைட்டா, நான் ஸ்பீடா போற ஸ்பீடா. நல்லா பிடிச்சுக்கிட்டேன்னு பார்த்தோம்னா டக்குன்னு சத்தமே வரல. கொஞ்சம் எங்கடா நம்ம போகும்போது திரும்பி பார்த்தோம்னு கீழே வந்துடும். லைஃப்ல மேடம் திரும்பியே பார்க்க மாட்டோம். Because she learned that வண்டி ஓட்டும் போது திருப்பி பார்த்தா கீழே விழுன்னு. Right? Even today, husband, கணவன் பேர் என்ன மேடம்? What's your husband? ஐயோ அண்ணாதுரை பேரா? Even today அண்ணாதுரை calls ma'am. கூப்பிட்டா திருப்பி பார்க்க மாட்டாங்க, அப்படியே போயிடும் ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா. That's the effect of making mistakes. Allow them to make mistakes. Point number one. Point number two, how do you teach in the classroom? You have a multiple choice question, MCQ, right? You have ABCD answers. or which C is the right answer. Just think, imagine C is the right answer. You as a teacher will go to the classroom and explain to the students the question first. They should understand the question. Then explain why C is the right answer, right? You explain it well and make them understand. But that's wrong. That's studying. Pardon me? Wonderful. Give applause to her, yeah. She's already changed. What's her name, ma? Just generally ladies, men are not supposed to give hands to the ladies as per the Indian culture. Yeah. அப்பா இது பயசலாம் கிடையாது என்ன இப்படி ஐயோ வேறது அப்படியே கை மோதிரம் கையில் இருக்கு தேங்க்யூ சும்மா சொன்ன மேடம் சே அப்பாலஜி ரொம்ப டேக் இட் ஹார்ட் ரைட் ரொம்ப டேக் இட் ஹார்ட் நான் அழுக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும் அப்புறம் நீங்க ரொம்ப எமோஷனல் ஆயிடுவீங்க what's your name Chitra ma'am absolutely she says don't tell them why C is the right answer but explain to them why A, B and D are wrong answers. When the children understand why A, B and D are wrong answer, they will tell you why C is the absolutely simple as such. That's it. That changes you need to bring. Forget it. Don't spoon feed your children with answers, yeah. And what happens when you say C is the right answer, C is the right answer, and the C put B place போட்டு B put C போட்டு போட்டா அவன் C தான் டிக் பண்ணுவான். You know what happened to me? You know what happened to me through all this happens when you go through that rote learning. 5th and 6th I was in Palakkad. 7th my father got a transfer to Avadi. Avadi theriyalingala Chennai pakkathula. So moment my father transferred to Avadi, the first thing what he did was to look for a nice school. Tell any parent when you come to a new place look for a good school, and he gets into which school, you know? Kendriya Vidyalaya. He goes to Kendriya Vidyalaya, Heavy Vehicles Factory, Avadi, meets the principal, Mr. Subramaniam. Strict principal. He goes to principal and says, sir, I'm Srinivasan, Deputy Superintendent of Police. My son has to be given admission to the 7th standard. Then Mr. Subramaniam asks, hey, is your son studying in English medium school? No. My son doesn't know ABCD. Hindi? No, sir. Sanskrit? Doesn't even know there's a language called Sanskrit. Forget knowing to speak or write Sanskrit. Then he said, sorry, sir. But my father was very good in cajoling and coaxing. Romba pressure போட்டுருவாங்க ரொம்ப அப்படி பிரின்சிபல் கை கொடுங்க சார் ப்ளீஸ் கிவ் மீ யுவர் ஹேண்ட் சார் இது உங்க காலமா நீங்க உட்காருங்க காலமாக நினைச்சிருங்க சார் பையனுக்கு எப்படியாவது 7th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் அட்மிஷன் கொடுக்குறேன் பாவம் பிரின்சிபல் சார் bring your son எதுக்கு சார் இன்டர்வியூவா ஆமா சார் இங்கிலீஷ் யூ will ask my son in English yes my father was disappointed because if some English word he asked finished I won't answer. Now the Sorinji my father asked the principal, sir, for small request, sir. So tell me what it is. Tell me what is that? Sir, I don't know whether it is right for me to ask or not, but still, sir, I request you, sir. Tell me what Srinivasan. Come on, tell me now. Sir, what are the questions that you're going to ask? The principal should have been, I'm sorry, Dad. 3 questions. What is your name? What is your father's name? How old are you? Right? What is your name? What is your father's name? How old are you? Came home and see, for me, when somebody asked me in 1969, what is your name? I blink. You ask me, what's your name? No, what you asked me, no, right? I'll ask you. Hey, ma, I'm asking, she's blinking now because I'm asking her in Kannada what is her name. She doesn't know his name. She's blinking. So similarly, when somebody asks me a question in English, I blink. But my mother made me sit there, that same way of rote learning. My name is Krishnan Kutti actually. Full name is Krishnan Kutti. I changed it to METHIL KRISH. You know why? My mom and dad used to take me to Guruvayur temple. You have been to Guruvayur temple. An elephant will be hung from, Any elephant is called Kutti Krishnan, Krishnan Kutti, Govindan Kutti, Kutti Govindan. I said, what the hell is happening, man? So the moment I get an opportunity, I will change my name. I said, okay, METHIL KRISH. Our style right? Good. So they made me sit down there and my mom said, come on, repeat, man. My name is Krishnan Kutti, yes. My father's name is Mr. Srinivasan. I am 11 years old. That's the answer. Keep repeating. My name is Krishna, my name is Krishna, my name is Krishna, my name is Krishna, my father's name is Mr. Srinivasan, my father's name is Mr. Srinivasan, I'm 11 years old, my name is Krishna, my father's name is Mr. Srinivasan, I'm 11 years old, my name is Krishna, my father's name is Mr. My name is Krishna, my father's name is Mr. Srinivasan, I'm 11 years old. Practice makes a person louder. Practice makes a person louder. Rubbish. Practice never makes a person perfect. You know what happened the next time when I landed in the school, I was a little, this height kid, Mr. Subramaniam, Mr. Sheshadri, Vice Principal, Mrs. Pamela Robertson, all three were sitting. And I was this height, and principal asked me a question, what's your name? What is Tyler? England by Mari, English by Mari. Oh, my name is Krishnan Kotte, of this Tyler. Principal was shocked. Nalla style pesra, inga appa poi solrana. You get my point? Suddenly, Sheshadri said, Vice Principal shoots a question. How old are you? My father's name is Mr. Srinivasan. Amma is laughing. Even Allah quoted on the tappu. Did we choose somebody wrong to address my new teachers to Amrita Vidyalayam, right? So, gone. Sitting there, it happened. So, you know, whatever you make your children practice, it is not the way they practice, but you need to practice with perfection. Practice with perfection alone can make you and your children perfectionists. If you want to jump a well 100%, you have to jump. Then you go to the other side of it. You can't jump 95%. Sir, I jumped down. No, you'll be inside the water. So look at the children. Whatever they should be perfect. That is what this institution is known for all. Whatever you do it with perfection. Do it with commitment. Just because my principal asked me to do, what else can I do? No, you should not do that. Do it with commitment. Right? You will certainly enjoy. You need to change that way. Oh, please, for heaven's sake. The results will be very bad. When you go to classroom, now somehow have to manage this 40 minutes. Please. Because you are there for those children. Because today, even today, teaching is a noble profession. You have to continue to hold that belief that teaching is a noble profession. And today what's happening, teachers, nobody is, you're going to ask any of those students sitting in a classroom who wants to be a teacher in the future, not one single hand will go. Yes or no? Why? Why? We are the role model. Unless you show yourself, yes, this is a profession, not an easy profession. We talk about teachers, you are the pillars of the institution, all well said. But you prove yourself to a role model in front of your children. I don't think this profession would be taken seriously by our children and they become teachers. And that's why we talk about Finland is a country. Have you heard about a country called Finland? Yeah, the best teachers come from Finland. Right? Why? They take teachers from the best of the institutions. Imagine we take teachers from IITs and NITs and IIMs and XLRIs, pick them up and make them teachers. So we don't go to that extent. So, you must be committed, and whatever you do, you must be perfect. And that is how the first change from teaching to studying to teaching to learning comes in, right? So now I'm going to talk to you about, before we break, there is something called 3 L's in 21st century skills. What are the 3 L's? We are going to discuss more on the learning skill for a change in the classroom. The first is the learning skill. What is it? No, what is it? And the second is the literacy skill. What is it? And the third is the life skill. What is it? Wonderful. So there are 3 L's. This is not mine. This is after the NEP. These changes have to come. And when you give me a topic, teachers are the change makers. You need to change yourself when you get back to your schools. So how do you improve the learning skills? We'll come back to it a little later, because this is something which we need to do elaborately in the next 1 hour or 1.5 hours that we are going to be here. But the other literacy skill and life skill, we just run through. Right? We'll just run through. Now, what do you mean by literacy? Literacy, what do you understand by the word called literacy? You say, you look very literate. Hello? What do you mean by literacy? What do you mean by literacy? Absolutely. But one more clause to it. One more clause to it. Reading and writing, yes. But above 6 years. Above 6 years. For example, if Indian population is, anyway, all of you know that India is the #1 country in terms of population in the world. 1.42 billion people. All of you know about it? Has anybody congratulated you for that? Has anybody congratulated you for that, for India being the #1 in terms of population, beating China in the last census? Nobody has congratulated, right? Has anybody congratulated you? It's a great achievement, yeah. So congratulations to each and everyone who has contributed towards making India the #1 country in terms of population. Congratulations to those who are in advance. Yeah, don't clap. So why just start this? It's 1.42 billion. Yeah, 1.42 billion. How many zeros are there? How many lakhs are there in a billion? In a million, how many lakhs? 10 lakhs. So how many zeros? 6, wonderful. So in a billion, how many zeros? Okay. No matter what these questions, yeah. Pardon? No, it's not 7, 8. 16. 6, that's for the million. I'm talking about billion. Billion is 100 lakhs, right? 100 lakhs, right? Alright. So what is the literacy rate? Let's talk about India with 110 பேர் India population, Witching, for example. அதில் 10 பேர் வந்து 6 வயசு கீழே, it's 6 and below. So I remove that 10 people and we have how many people here? 100 people. Out of the 100 people, 83 பேருக்கு எழுதலாம் படிக்கலாம். They can read and write, right? So which means the literacy rate of India is 83%. Simple. Right? Similarly, if you look at America, it is 99.9%. This state, supposed to be Kerala, they say 100% literacy rate. Isn't it? அத்தனை பேருக்கு அறியும். நான் சும்மா அடிச்சு விடுவாங்கல்ல. சார் இஸ் ஹானஸ்ட் மேன். சும்மா அடிக்கிறேன். என்ன பண்றாங்க கேரளாவில்? தமிழ் தமிழ் தெரியாது. கொஞ்சம் తెలుసు. அண்ணாட்டறியா? Very good. Fantastic. So nice of you, sir. So that is what literacy rate. When you talk about literacy rate, my dear teachers, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literacy skills. Now, when you say literacy skill, there are 3 branches, verticals under literacy skill. The first branch is information. Now, what is information? What is information? What do you do in a classroom? What do you do? You pass information to the children, right? You teach biology, you pass information. And the information turns out to be, what is it? What does information do? It becomes knowledge. And knowledge, make it as something called wisdom. What's the difference between knowledge and wisdom? It's all connected to you, right? Hey, நான் பாதியோட பசங்களுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்தா அவன் நல்ல knowledge. Yes, the knowledge and wisdom, there are differences. What is the difference? Yeah, who is that? Yes, ma'am. Deep understanding is wisdom. No, nothing wrong, ma'am. Nothing wrong. Thank you. There's nothing wrong. What your feeling is right. When you go deeply into the information as well as deeply into the knowledge, it could become a wisdom. I don't deny that, right? I don't deny that, right? Wonderful. I think she is getting very close to the way you use the knowledge. I think you have almost hit the nail, ma'am. Wonderful. Anyway, yes, ma'am. See, that's wisdom, huh? Fine. We take it to you. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for your contribution. Very good. Anybody arranges are always the greatest of the mind. Yes, ma'am. Pardon me? Yeah, absolutely. I think you and this map here, right? Both of you have, I think these two need a bit of an appreciation. Both these ma'ams need. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, ma'am, can you tell me some vegetables name? Louder. Yes, then some few, 10 vegetables. Sollunga. Onion then? One. Ma'am, some vegetables name. Ukarla sollunga. Very good, you like beetroot. But you are a teacher, don't beat. Don't beat. I know you won't. You are a nice teacher, I can see from you. Yes, ma'am. Very good. Yes. Yes. That's all. Anything else, gents? Pumpkin, yes? என்ன பார்த்து சொல்றீங்களா இல்ல லேடிஸ் ஃபிங்கர் வெரி குட் இவர் கூட லேடிஸ் ஃபிங்கர் லேடிஸ் 4-5 வாட்டி சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க somebody said tomato. Who said tomato here? Right, she said. I heard tomato here. He says tomato is a fruit. Is it a fruit? Sure, ma'am. Correction. Tomato is a fruit. Chili is a fruit. Right. So, you know, when you, this is information to you given today. Right, ma'am, what's your name? Priyadarshini. Ma'am, Priyadarshini, ma'am. What's your husband's name? Arun. She suddenly goes today and asks Arun, Arun, என்ன கூப்பிடுங்க மாமாவா மாமா என்ன கூப்பிடுவீங்க உண்மை கூடுவாங்க எங்க வாங்க போங்க அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க என்ன வைக்கப்படுறாங்க எவ்வளவு வருஷம் ஆச்சு கல்யாணம் ஆகுமா 2 years இந்த 1 வருஷம் கூட இருக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி சார் கரெக்டா சார் இதெல்லாம் நம்ம பார்க்காததா நான் 1986 இருந்து பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன் சரி பிரியா மேம் இன்னைக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு புது இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஒரு நாலேஜ் தக்காளி இஸ் a fruit நீங்க போய் உங்க ஐயா கிட்ட கேக்குறீங்க ஐயா நான் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச டெசர்ட் என்னன்னு கேட்பீங்க ஐயா it is my best அப்படி சொன்னோம்னா அந்த நாலேஜ் தக்காளி ஃப்ரூட்னு சொன்னாங்களே மார்க்கெட்டு போய் 1 கிலோ தக்காளி வாங்கி கச்சமச்சா கட் பண்ணி ஐயாவுக்கு ஃப்ரூட் சாலட் தக்காளி வச்சு பண்ணீங்கன்னா எப்படி இருக்கும் ஒன்றும் இருக்காது அவங்க வாயிலுக்கு போற பதில் அந்த ஃப்ரூட் சாலட் உங்க மூஞ்சில வந்து விழுந்துரும் So as rightly said by ma'am and this ma'am that yes to know thakkali is a fruit is knowledge but not adding it to fruit salad is lovely. So the information கிடைச்ச information வந்து நாம wisdom transform பண்ணலாம். You need to from where to receive information, how will you splice it down to sub-informations, how do you analyze that information, then what is the purpose of information, how do you apply this information, and how do you acknowledge this information, and how this information is going to add value in your life. These are the things you should do for the students, by the students in the classroom. Just giving information is not enough. You need to break it down and make people understand a deeper knowledge. So that is what they say, the literacy is equal to information. The other is media. You know media? Media? Many medias irukku. Even your, not television alone, your book is a media, magazine is a media, newspaper is a media, podcast is a media, YouTube is a media. But then you must be able to change your children from looking at, see, this mobile phones are dangerous. Do you know that? Very dangerous. You get everything on, see, what is it, Mata Pita? Guru Devam. It's Mata Pita, Google Devam. Days have gone where children depend on you teachers. I'm telling you, today anything that they want, you can get it in Google. Today the students come to a classroom to sit, not to learn from you. They're going to sit and see how much you know the subject. Be careful. Things are changing and I want you to change. You should know more than the students, otherwise you will miss the bus. You should know more than your students. I repeat this. And please, when you get back to your schools and classroom, anybody has a habit of looking at your mobile, waking up in the middle of the night, your hand goes to the mobile, I think there is a problem for you. I can see some reactions. Right? Please don't. It's very dangerous. Can I have some strong muscle man here, gym man here? Can I have one here, one of you here who is really, doesn't matter. I'm not asking you to do this, that. Just I want to do a workshop. Because now you all need to change. Come, one of you, strong man. Who do you think is the strong man here? Yeah. Give me a name, yeah. Oh, come, oh, yo. Welcome, sir. Bharat. See, Bharat, you're a nice fellow. I know that. You're the PD master for which school? Core Chennai. Oh, wonderful. Nice school, a new school. What I'm going to do with you is, I'm going to just look there, just lift your hand, right? If I'm able to book, I'll speak to the cohort principal. If I'm able to bring it down, you should hold it tight. I don't bring it down. I'm going to push it down, but you should hold it tight. How old are you? 24. I am double his age. Huh? I'm trying to push it down. Hold it tight, okay? And if it comes down, I'll speak to your principal. So be careful. Sometimes the appointment letter can be withdrawn. See, 6 packs. Surya Vitta next to it. But Jyotika Karakila Verakyu. Oh, Maka. Please clap for him, man. Where's your no pocket? All right, no problem. You've got a tight pocket. So what is now? He's got his. There's no other mobile with you, right? Good. Come, once again, okay? Right? Ready? Sir? Appointment is there and cover principal's table. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Okay, ready? Ready na essence solunga. Nanu eppadi theriyum sichittu irundinga. Okay. 10:05. What time is the break? Sir, what time is the break? 10:04. Oh, any time irukku. நான் 35 நிமிஷம் I can try to bring it down. சார் சொல்றாரு இதெல்லாம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி ஏதாவது டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு சொல்லி. Okay, ready? Okay. So many pockets of it. Thank you, sir. Let me help you. What? If a decent fellow, you return my mobile to me. Thank you. No, it is not a game that I played with it. It's an Android phone. The net is on. There's a lot of radiation from this. See, when mobile means they are very much interested. Even answer my all solitary watching 21st century skill. I'm based on So this is an Android phone. You could see the PT master without the phone. I just couldn't. Even if I had to hang on him, nothing will come. But this can create a hell of a problem for you and for your children. Do this, try this in your classroom and tell your children, like, if anybody sleeps keeping this below the pillow, matter of 15 to 20 years, you can see the child admitted into Kilpak Medical College. You know what is Kilpak Medical College? That's a mental hospital. In Kerala we have in Trivandrum one, in Kozhikode one. Because this will certainly kill the neurons inside your brain, and that will have a direct impact. So please ensure that your children don't carry this too long. And whenever you carry this with you, ma'am, switch off the internet. Switch off the data. Please. You don't need it. You need data only when you look at it, right? Net is free for you, so you keep it 24/7. No. If you're holding it in your hand, please switch it off. Please, for heaven's sake, tell your students to switch it off, on it when you really require it. What do you want to have this in your pocket with the net on? For what purpose? You need it only when you look at it, right? You're looking at your WhatsApp, or you're looking at your mails, or you want to see some YouTube. Then you require data, right? Otherwise you don't require. So please do this. So medias is very important. These type of things will really do good and also can harm. So will you all sleep? How many of you will sleep with the mobile below the pillow? So that midnight you wake up, can pull it out and see. How many of you will do it in the future? Keep your hands down. Thank you. Thank you. So media is one, right? You must be able to differentiate between this media and that media. You should be able to differentiate between this channel and the other channel. There are so many channels which come, right? There are so many YouTubes in your, YouTubers put so many things. There are something which our children should not see. I think that differentiation has to be done in the school. Otherwise, you get addicted. Your focus will go from learning to something else. So that's why the NEP says, be cautious, be careful when using the media. That's number 2. And number 3 is T, technology. So you have information, you have media, you have technology. Now, how many of you know what is AI? So what is artificial intelligence? AI. AI is artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? AI. Or what is that? It is not natural. Or he says, so says it's not natural. And that's why it is artificial. No, what I'm saying, you may not be a computer scientist, you may not know mathematics, you may be a history teacher, but still you should know what is artificial intelligence. What does it do? How does it do? How do you make a robot function? What do you mean by algorithms? Right? A basic knowledge of technology you must know. What is machine learning? It's a subset of AI. What is deep learning? It's a subset of machine learning. So what is AI? What is deep learning? What is machine learning? What is IoT? Internet of Things. What is cyber security? What is blockchain? What is ChatGPT? All this technology, you must, not that you must know everything, but at the basics you should know. Today children use ChatGPT 4. You get it at a fingertip, and if you don't know what is ChatGPT, you should catch him and say, hey, if ChatGPT is used more and more, then the creative thinking will go. You need not think at all. You can get all your answers on a ChatGPT 4, but you should know. Then only you can catch the student. Otherwise, you will give him 99 out of 100 and make him pass. The other fellow would have struggled. You will give him only 80%. So keep yourself updated on the technology to an extent where you don't cut a sorry figure in front of your children. So that change you should bring. Go, read something. Right? I know you're all busy doing a lot of things at home, but still, for your professional progression, for your professional survival, update your knowledge on technology. And not only you, our children also should be taught to be cautious, because children, okay, I can ask you something. Ma'am, how old is your child? உட்கார்ந்து பேசுங்க.
There.
எவ்வளவு வயசு உங்க குழந்தைக்கு?
One boy is 8, then IS.
மேடத்தோட பையன் சன் வந்து 8 years. சின்ன பையன் தான். Why children don't listen to us? Why children don't listen to us? You know why? Pardon? No, you listen to them. இல்லைன்னா விடமாட்டேன். உங்க பையன்லாம் உங்களை வந்து மேல இதுக்கு மேல உட்கார்ந்து அப்பா சொல்லி டிங்கு டிங்கு ட்ரம் ஓட்டிடுவோம் தலையில. No, they will see the process. For example, ma'am, your house is getting painted, painting at home. You with your family deciding, should we use pink or should we use red or should we use yellow? So your person who works at your home, that ma'am comes to your home for work. She tells you, madam, inga yellow paint podunga na neenga kepingala avanga solradhu. No, will you listen to her? You listen to her. No, there is somebody who is coming to sweep your house. She is telling, put yellow, will you listen to her? No. Right, good. Ma'am, you make chicken biryani or vegetable biryani at home? Vegetable, I can see that. Ma'am makes vegetable biryani at home. Husband doesn't come to the kitchen at all. One day, she makes, on a Sunday, one day, vegetable biryani. Her husband comes to the kitchen and says, ma, கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இது போடு, கொஞ்சம் ஜாஸ்தியா இது போடு, டைரக்ஷன் கொடுத்தா மேடம் நீங்க கேட்பீங்களா? தம்பி போய் உட்கார, 1 மணிக்கு நான் பெல் அடிப்போம். அப்ப டேபிள் வந்து வெஜிடபிள் பிரியாணி சுடு சுடா இருக்கும். வாய் வந்து கையால எடுத்து போட்டு சாப்பிடு. இப்ப காலி பொண்ணுன்னு சொல்லுவான். இதே விஜய் டிவில தாமுன்னு சொல்லி ஒருத்தர் இருக்கால, தாமு வந்து மேடத்துக்கிட்ட, மேடம் இது கொஞ்சம் இந்த சைடு போட்டு, அது சொந்த அந்த சைடு போட்டு, இதுக்கு நடுவில் இது ஊத்தி சொல்லுங்க சார், இது எந்த சைடு போடணும்? கெட்டின புருஷன் சொன்னா கேட்காத ஒரு அம்மா, யாரோ எங்க இருந்தோ வர ஒரு தாமு சொல்லும் போது நம்ம அம்மா கேட்கணும்னா எதுனால? இதே மாதிரி ஒரு ஏஷியன் பெயிண்ட்ல இருந்து ஒரு டயர் போட்டு, ma'am, good evening to ma'am, how are you doing ma'am? I believe you want to just get your house painted and I got your inquiry in the Facebook. Tell me ma'am, which are the rooms that you want to get painted? Yes, okay ma'am, where does the sunlight come from? Oh, this side, right? And how does it, by evening it comes like that, and does the sun come here? The evening set, அங்க கீழே போகும்போது அவனுக்கு தெரியல சன்செட் அண்ட் சன்ரைஸ். இப்படி செட் ஆயிஸ் இப்படி இதெல்லாம் கேட்டு இங்க ஒரு 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 டார்க் கிரீன் போடுங்கன்னு சொன்னா, oh very nice. Why she listen to that Asian paints? Why? Because she believes that he knows the subject, right? இதே மாதிரி why children don't listen, and by your students you need to change now. Madam, 8-year-old son, டக்க டக்க டக்க, ஐயோ அந்த ஓல்டு டியூன் போச்சே, எது ஓல்டு டியூன் போச்சே, எதுல? இதுல மொபைல்ல என்னங்க? உங்களது இல்ல, பையன் பேரு ஜெயவா. ஜெயான்னு கூப்பிடுவீங்களா? ஆதர்ஷ். உட்காருங்கம்மா, என்னன்னா நின்று என்ன பாவம் கஷ்டப்பட்டு வளர்த்துன உடம்பு எதுக்குமா 10 வாட்டி ஏறி போச்சு? மெயின்டைன் ஏறு பாவம் இல்ல, 10 வாட்டி ஏறு. சரி, எப்படி அன்பா எப்படி கூப்பிடுவீங்க பையனை? தம்பிங்களா சொல்லுவான். ஆரடே இந்த மொபைல் கொஞ்சம் யூஸ் ஆகல, பழைய டோன்ல போச்சு, என்னமோ அமுக்கி ஏதோ எனக்கு தெரியல, நீ கொஞ்சம் பண்ணி விடுன்னு சொன்னா அந்த பையன் பாவம் உட்காந்து அம்மைக்காக கிடி 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 கொஞ்சம் இல்ல திருப்பி அம்மா பாரு சொல்லுவான். பார்த்தா பழைய டியூன் வந்துடும். ரொம்ப நடிச்சல்ல குட்டிடாடே, உனக்கு ஒரு சாக்லேட் வாங்கி கொடுக்குறேன் இப்படி எல்லாம் சொல்லி மொஸ்க அடிப்பான். பட் அந்த பையன் மனசுல என்ன, என்னோட அம்மா வந்து பெரிய MUTT கரெக்டா? என் அம்மா வந்து பெரிய MUTT யாராவது MUTT சொன்னது கேட்பீங்களா? அப்ப எப்படி கேட்பாங்க? கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. Because the child is 8-year-old child knows, இந்த சின்ன விஷயம் அம்மாவுக்கு தெரியலன்னா அம்மா சொன்னது கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. So அதுக்கு தான் சொல்றோம் teachers, you have to change from not knowing more and more than your children. Otherwise, sorry, you can't command the classroom. So go back home and everybody, இப்ப என்ன தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் ப்ராப்ளம்? கிரிஷ் டைமே இல்லைங்கோ. என்னது என்னங்க? என்ன இல்லை உங்களுக்கு? என்ன இல்லைங்கோ? என்ன டைம் இல்ல? Just analyze yourself. Out of 24 hours, if you look at yourself, it's a scientifically researched result which I'm going to talk to you. 24 hours, 6 hours, 6 மணி நேரம் நீங்க ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண மாட்டீங்க. சும்மா அப்படியே உட்காந்து இப்படி பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு 6 மணி நேரம் போகும். Just imagine, just look at yourself. ஒரு 6 மணி நேரம் per day you waste doing nothing. சரி, நம்மளே சொரிஞ்சா பரவாயில்ல, பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற டீச்சரை சொரிஞ்சு விட்டுருவீங்க. Wasting time. And if you waste 6 hours in a day and leave 6 மணி நேரம் ஒரு நாளைக்கு வேஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா 80 வருஷத்துல 20 வருஷம் நீங்க சொரிஞ்சுட்டே இருப்பீங்க. எத்தனை வருஷம்? 20 years. Can you imagine this? அம்மா அப்பா சொன்னாங்க, பெரியவங்க சொன்னாங்க, ஒரு நாள்ல 8 மணி நேரம் தூங்கணும்னு. யார் சொன்னாங்க? அப்பா அம்மா சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா? எவ்வளவு நேரம் தூங்கணும்? எவ்வளவு நேரம் தூங்கணும்? As per the American Medical Council, it's enough that a person sleep for 4 hours. 4 hours. But sound sleep na கரெக்ட் விட்டு தூங்கணும்னு சொல்ல, undisturbed sleep ஆனா போவோம். பட் நாம எல்லாம் 8 மணி நேரம். என்னமா இப்படி இருக்கு நீ? ஐயோ கிரிஷ், லாஸ்ட் நைட் 7:30 மணி மட்டும்தான் தூங்க முடிஞ்சது கிரிஷ், அதனால கொஞ்சம் டயர்டா இருக்கு. என்ன டயர்டா இருக்கு? சொன்னீங்களா மேடம்? Right. You need just 4 hours. Look at our Prime Minister. All great, even Amma for that matter. Great people in the world, they don't sleep for 8 hours. I also don't sleep, but I'm not great. You see, I've seen Amma also, I've seen Modi sir also. Even 2 hours, 3 hours. Don't expect Modi next morning to come, he comes on the mic and says, भाइयों और बहनों से भाइयों और बहनों कटा எவ்வளவு நேரம் தூங்குவாங்க? 4 மணி நேரம். So time இருக்கு. So if you sleep for 8 hours for 80 years, you'll be sleeping for 26.6 years in life. 26.6 வருஷம் நீங்க தூங்கிட்டு இருப்பீங்க 80 வருஷத்துல. பாத்தீங்களா? அப்ப 26.6 தூக்கம் 20 வருஷம் doing nothing. Out of 80 years, my dear teacher, 46.6 years, you do nothing. You're wasting out of 80 years. நீங்க என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? பிரின்சிபல் கேட்போம், ஏன் சார் அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் முடிக்கல? சார் ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை சார். Please teachers, I always add one important caption in my life: the most busiest man in this world has the maximum time to spare. நீங்க கேளுங்க அம்மா கிட்ட நீங்க போய் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 24 மணி நேரம் அம்மா கிட்ட ஒரு 60-100 மணி நேரம் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியும். யூ வேல்யூ டைம். வேஸ்ட் பண்ணவங்களுக்கு டைமோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் தெரியாது. You get my point? Anything that you do is important and urgent, right man? It's important for you to get trained here. It's your orientation before you take charge of your classrooms in the next 1 week. So if you put time management into important, urgent. So 4 matrix: important, urgent, not important, not urgent, important, not urgent, not important, urgent. புரிஞ்சதோ இல்லையோ? So there is a matrix which is important and not urgent. Important and not urgent, there's a matrix. If your daughter is 18 years, ma'am, for example, 18 வருஷம் உங்க பொண்ணுக்கு கல்யாணம் பண்றது இம்பார்ட்டன்டா தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு இல்லையா? பொண்ணு மாப்பிள்ளை பார்த்து கல்யாணம் பண்ண அது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். 18 வருஷத்துல is it urgent for you to search for a bridegroom? Is it urgent? பசங்க வருவாங்க 25-26 academic year-க்கு. Important to get high marks. Correct? நல்ல மார்க் வாங்குறதுக்கு it is important. But is it urgent for them to start preparing for the March 2026? Now, no. So they are in that important and not urgent. இதே பாவ அம்மாவோட மேடமோட daughter reaches 27-28. What happens? That matrix jumps from important and not urgent to important and urgent. And if the student doesn't prepare now, when it goes to January, February of 2026, that matrix jumps from important, not urgent to important. அப்பதான் பசங்களுக்கு dysentery, diarrhea, nausea, அப்பதான் புக்கே திறக்கிற பசங்க. So lesson on time management teachers is, don't ever permit that important, not urgent matrix to jump from that to important and. Yeah. So what did I say now? Can you repeat? Yeah. What did I say now? The 4 matrix of important, urgent. Anything? You have any idea? No, you didn't listen to me. Right. So please listen, please listen, please listen. I can watch my students very, very carefully. Listen to what I'm saying. It's helpful for you in the classroom. It's helpful for you to plan your timing. Right? So you have literacy. Before I wind up, literacy you have information, media, and knowing those technological terms, understanding it to some extent, or asking some people what is what and come to know about it. How many of you will do that? Keep your hands down. Thank you so much. Very obeyful teachers we have today. Excellent. So literacy is over. The other one is life skills. You know what is life skill? You know what is life skill? If you've been in the school, there was something called, when the chairman of CBSE was there, he had come to Amrutapuri also. I brought him when I was in the university. Okay. He's an IAS guy. Okay. He was the top of NTA, National Testing Agencies. Anybody knows what is his name? Huh? No. Before that, I'm talking about 2010, right? Okay, Vinny Joshi, correct. Vinny Joshi, thank you, ma'am. Vinny Joshi. So he has come. In fact, he was instrumental. When he came in 2011, Amma suggested to Vinny Joshi that, see the Amma's foresightfulness, we don't think what happened to us 2 years back, 1 year back, but Amma thinks far ahead of sitting now. What should I do for 2030, 2040? I remember I was with Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham in Ettimadai, and when Vinny Joshi sir came to Ettimadai, we had a meeting there, and they wanted to make some discussions on doing, CBSE wanted to do this practicals, Practicals. You know what is practical? Biology practical, English practical, chemistry practical. Where do you do practicals? You go to the lab. Can you do it online? In 2011, Amma thought about it. How can you do it online? Then we called up some few head of the departments of computer science, ECE, we all sat, and we developed something called O-Labs. Have you ever seen O-Labs? Go and Google O-Lab. In 2011, we brought it out through the electronic department, CBSE and Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham together. And each and every school was supposed to use this from 2011. And I was given the job to go to schools, totally free. We don't charge anything. And no schools accepted us. He said, hey, why should you do online here? One button you click, you take the test tube, mix it with the chemistry, right? Pour it, nice it is. Nobody bothered. I went to Mr. Joshi sir in his office and said, sir, nobody is listening. He said, we'll issue a circular. An issue of circular was sent by Joshi sir to all the CBSE schools. There are 35,000 schools. A few of them started using. I went to Kendriya Vidya Sangadam in Delhi. I said to the commissioner, sir, please issue. He issued. I went to Jawahar Navodaya. There's Jawahar Navodaya schools in every district except in Tamil Nadu. Every other states will have one Jawahar Navodaya school starting from 6 to 12. The commissioner issued. They got about 800 odd schools. Few started using it. And whenever I went to schools, I have come to most of the Amrita schools. I went to Swaminama was in Annapuram. I have been to that school also. Vijaya Kumari ma'am, right? Vijaya Kumari ma'am, principal ma'am, and what's it? So when there's a huge hall, I do a lot of things. And Amma used to give us something, don't charge them, do it free. Not for Amrita, any school. The O-Labs, Google it, it will be useful for her. Yarume kekalanga. Chari utachi. Some schools continue to use. COVID times. when COVID struck, you see, when COVID struck, there were calls and calls. When I was also into chairman admission for the Amrita School of Engineering. My colleague Swami and we, both of us used to do that. When COVID struck, calls from different schools. Sir, can you take a class for our teachers on how to operate O-labs? Can you believe this? And in a span of 1 or 2 months, I would have covered close to more than 1 lakh teachers in this country. And it came so handy. Yeah, please clap for Amma's efforts of 2011. There's only one small little incident connected to me and the university and CBSE. So this is what I'm saying. Technological development. Now, so many people didn't know how to use. They all became expert during COVID, right? Laptop, mobile, talk, online, Zoom, team, that, everybody got prepared. Necessity is the mother of invention. But don't wait for the necessity. Change now before changes take place. That is my this. Change now, ma. Don't wait for somebody else to change and then I will change. It will never happen. Predict changes in field of education. So IMT is that. The next is, of course, the life skills. The life skills are those skills which our children need to be happy in life. To be happy in life. How many of you don't want to be happy in life? Everybody wants to be happy in life. And similarly, our children also want to be happy in life. Whether it's Amrita or any other institution, every child who goes out of your school, the thing that they expect is, I want my child. The parents want their children to be happy in life. Right, ma'am? சந்தோஷப்படணும் உங்க குழந்தை லைஃப்ல அழுகக்கூடாது கஷ்டப்படக்கூடாது இதுதான் நம்ம மனசுல right doesn't matter everybody has to be for that. I always say number of degrees that you want will not make you educated. No, you may have 5 degrees, 10 postgraduate degrees, but what really gets you into an educated status is education, is number of degrees plus. That makes. This plus is all in our institution. I've been to various institutions, but if you look at it, our children following certain customs, certain ethos, certain morals, certain disciplines, certain respect, certain behavior, all this is there in Amrita, right? So, number of degrees plus all this would make our children a holistically improved child to be happy in life. And that is that institution that all of you joined. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? We need to better this from whatever it is. So to better this, what are the changes that you should bring in the children in the life skill is? The life skill shows FLIVS. What is it? So what is it you need to change in the children? What is the changes that you need to bring yourself? A teacher must be flexible. When I say a teacher must be flexible, a teacher must be willing to come at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 9 o'clock and willing to leave at 6 o'clock in the evening instead of 4 o'clock. You should be flexible sometimes. Don't be adamant, no, I am paid from 9 to 4, I'll be here. No, you need to change. Some teachers must be willing to take charge of other teachers' classes when she or he is on leave. That is flexibility. A teacher taking 6 or 7 classes should take 9 classes if need be, flexibilities. Our children must be able to eat in a nice restaurant, a 5-star restaurant, and maybe in a tattakada. Our children must be taught to sleep in an AC room as well as in the platform of Trichy. There must be flexibility. So that is F, right? The L is leadership. Leadership qualities. I'm sure each of you know how the leadership qualities are. I don't think I need to explain this before the break. For me, there is one leader, of course. Amma is a leader. I don't think, how many of you met Amma, took the blessings, seeking the blessings, but a leader by, my God. There's so many instances where, so many qualities which will take months for me to complete in terms of the leadership of Amma, but just go through that. You will come to know more when you are in the school. You'll have a lot of people visiting you, talking about, I think for all of us, Amma is certainly a leader. I know, I can give you instances after instances, but what is leadership? If you just go through the life of Amma, the purpose of life of Amma. And if you're able to understand it, I'm sure you'll be very close to a leader. Sir, fine. You have leadership like our ex-chief minister. Who is that? Who was the earliest Congress 1960s chief minister? Raj. There's no other chief ministers as good as Raj anywhere in the country here. Whoever it is. One of those, how much of leadership qualities that you have? You know, somebody put a pipe in front of his house because he's the CM. He said, remove that pipe. If it is put to, it should be put to all, and then finally, these are the qualities. The third is I. I stands for initiative. What is initiative? If there are some teachers who are here who doesn't take initiative, like Principal Amma says, 28th of September is the school day. 28th of September is the school day. Some teachers will come forward. Amma, I will take in charge of all those stage, decoration. Some other teacher, I will take charge of dance and programs. I will take charge of transport. Some initiative. Get my point? Some teachers come forward. But some teachers go backward. Some teachers. You know why? Because we have to stay back in the school after 4 o'clock. Is that a teacher? If you are, change now. It doesn't happen in Amrita. Amrita is a family by itself. It's a team. We will not expect out of 10, 5 working and 5 relaxing. No, all the 5 will contribute. It's a team by itself. Right? It's a supportive system. So it's a different culture that you need to change. So initiative. The other one is P. You know what is P? Performance, productivity. I think Amrita believes in productivity, right? How many of you know that the usual 5 more minutes, 3 more minutes, the usual assessment pattern has changed. Today it is a 90-degree assessment, the teacher to the student. But as per NEP, the performance is assessed by the outcome of the students in terms of learning outcome you call it as, right? Learning outcome, ma'am. நீங்க 40 நிமிஷம் சொல்லி கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த 40 நிமிஷத்திலிருந்து what are the changes that has brought in to the student who are listening to you? That's a learning outcome. சும்மா டெஸ்ட் கொடுத்து மார்க் கொடுத்து இல்ல, they check in the learning outcome. So similarly, the performance and the productivity is assessed today in 360-degree assessment. You know what is 360-degree assessment? Teacher to student, student to student. There will be 5 students team. Each 5 will assess each other on various parameters. Right? Parent, appa amma to the son or daughter. And self-assessment. In the non-assessment, which is called 360-degree assessment in NEP. You need to change your mind from the usual top to bottom assessment, teacher to them. That will go. That will be there. But you can't have, when you 4 people assess, you can't have a variance, huge variance. From 2 to 10, no. You can have from 4 to 5, 4 to 6, or 3 to 5. Then if they're huge, something wrong somewhere. So the assessment is changing. And the final S stands for social skills. The social skills teach you to be how you be moving around in a group, right? The social way of behaving, like respecting each other. It's a basic respect. Unfortunately, we are taught to respect the elders. It's not just respect elders alone. Respect all. Immaterial of, see the type of respect in these institutions. Just watch and watch. So respect all, not just because he is elder to me or he is big in status. You just need to respect everybody. Immaterial of religion, caste, creed, age, position, status. Please respect your thambi also, ma. Respect your child, your son. 8 வயசு பையனுக்கு வந்து ரெஸ்பெக்ட் கொடுங்க. தம்பி இங்க வாங்கன்னு சொல்லுங்க. உங்க குழந்தைகளை வந்து ரெஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Change it. Don't use வாடா. All those, please don't use it. Change yourself. When you call a child from his seat to here, don't call him like this. No. No, just use this style. Please come. It changes the mind of the child. You change first. He's my student. Please come, sir. Now, Samu, okay, please come. Please come, Ramu. Please come. Change the style. I've seen many of you. Sorry. Even a dog lying there, you can't call him, but he'll bite you. Right? Wango. Madam, Wango. Sir, Wango. Sir, Wango. Look at this. A small change in your action in the classroom can make a lot of change in the behavioral aspect of your children. So learn to change, otherwise somebody else will change you. Means in your position there will be somebody else standing there. So I'm going to break it here. We are going to come back after some time. Sir will announce. So to recap what we have discussed is those two skills, which is literacy and life skills, right? On a literacy, we spoke about information, we spoke about media, we spoke about technology, the purpose of all this. We also went through slightly touched upon the life skills, which is flexibility, leadership, initiative, performance, productivity, and social skills. With this, I wind up for the time being, but then you're forced to see me back again, maybe after 30, 40 minutes.
Thank you for your valuable session, sir. Now let us have a tea break and assemble back at 11:05.
So welcome back. Let me see how many of you have a smile on your face, like, let me see, I think everybody's smiling, right? Good. But listen, whatever I was telling this morning, right, the changes that you need to bring in yourself as well as the students, how many of you are really listening to me or you are just hearing me? சும்மா காதுல போட்டு வாங்குறீங்களா இல்ல நம்ம listen. Who are better listeners, men or the women? Men should be a good listener. இல்ல கல்யாணம் பண்ணா அவ்வளவுதான். பொண்டாட்டி சொல்ற கேட்கலன்னா வாழ்க்கையே இல்ல சார் கரெக்டா? நம்ம எல்லாம் எவ்வளவு வருஷமா சார் எவ்வளவு வருஷமா லிசன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க? 20 years. ரொம்ப junior. So better be good listeners, man. Okay. Some guys are yet to get married. If you get married, பொண்டாட்டி சொல்றது கேட்கலன்னா அவ்வளவுதான். இல்ல மேடம்? No. All right. So welcome back again. We touched upon two of those skills that you need to train yourself to get accustomed to the new teaching and learning process, which is about literacy skills, and the other is life skills. On literacy skills, we mentioned about information, media, and technology, and on that life skills, we mentioned about flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and of course the social skills. Now we're going to move into the changes that we need to make in the learning skill. Right? In the learning skill. I did mention in the morning about how you make your children learn rather than study, right? Right? Let them make mistakes and learn from their mistakes, no harm. So I just went through those 4 C's of learning skills that you need to change. 4 C's of learning skills. The first C is communication. First C is, the second C is collaboration, and the third C is critical thinking, and the fourth is creative thinking. The class must change through the changes that you make now in this critical, creative, collaborative, and communication. How many of you think that I am a good communicator? இதில் இருக்கும் மனிதர்கள், the teachers who are here, how many of you feel I am an excellent communicator? Is communication very important in the teaching process? So how are you as a good communicator? Are you all confident that yes, Krish, I am a good communicator? Are you? Sure? I told you don't call me sir, but still many of you still call me sir. And next time you call me sir, I'm going to fine you 100 rupees. I'll tell Amma, please note this ma'am here. 100 into, I'll become a rich man, right? Are you, and what is required? What is communication? Communication is only the end. I want you to change a bit in this. What do you mean by communication? Sirs and ma'ams here, anybody? What do you mean by, yes ma'am? All right.
Sharing the information effectively.
Okay, sharing the information effectively. Excellent. What's your good name, sir? Ram Kumar, sir. Yes, ma'am?
People children, making them understand the concept and quit when you're studying.
Wonderful. I think let's give, yes, ma'am. She says to express one's thought. Wonderful. Yes, ma'am.
Two-way paths to convey the things.
Two-way path. Wonderful. I think that's a lovely and the best answer what she gave was communication is two-way. One is to receive communication, information, and one is to pass information. So, you're all good listeners, right? All of you good listeners? So, you're 50% good communicator. Then how do you pass information? How good are you? Judge it by yourself. But let me tell you, you aren't so good as you think that you are a good listener. I don't think you are a good listener. Can I do a workshop for you? All right. This is the workshop. When I say one like this, two like this, three closes, four clap. Listen to me very carefully. One like this, two, three closer, four clap. Very simple. Teachers ready? Now don't hit the person sitting on the sides, please. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Start. 1, 2, 3. See, I told you not to clap. I said for the fourth one you clap. See, are you a good listener? No. One more we can do. Yes, Ramesh, you are good. We'll do one more, but not the same one, okay? But this is actually will help madams here. This is actually mantra. Mantra. You know, this mantra, if you recite in front of your spouse, especially madams here, you learn it from me today. Go home when you complete your orientation. If you draw a line chanting this, reciting this mantra, your kanavan will not. அப்படியே காலை தூக்கி அந்த வச்ச உடனே காலை திருப்பி வந்துடும். ஒரு மேடம் என்ன பாக்குறேன், கிரிஷ் ஒரு 20 வருஷம் முன்னாடி இது சொல்லியிருந்தா எவ்வளவு ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். இந்த மேடத்துல இந்த சிரிப்பு எனக்கு தெரியுது. சரி, ரெடி? bring your hands up. Ready? Mantra. Listen to what I say. Ma'am, you don't do if you don't. You have problems, I do. Ready? All of you. There are 140 people, only 100 hands are up. Some people have only one hand. Touch your head. Touch your forehead. Touch your nose. Touch your eyes. Touch your mouth. Touch your chin. Is this chin? நீங்க என்ன மேடம் கதவுல கழிக்க போறீங்க? கீழே வைங்க. I said listen to me and do. இதுல இருந்து ஒரே ஆள் தான் இப்படி கை ஓட்டிட்டு இப்படி நிக்கிறாங்க. அந்த கண்ணகி இருக்குல்ல, கண்ணகி அப்படியே ஏதோ பிடிச்சு நிப்பாங்கல்ல, அது மாதிரி. இதெல்லாம் சின்ன. இது சின்ன. Then why did you touch here? I said listen to me. அந்த டீச்சர் நான் பார்த்தேன். சின்ன பொண்ணு புரிஞ்சிச்சு, இது சின்ன இல்ல சீக்குன்னு. Listen to me carefully, okay? So, communication is the most important thing. What is most important thing in communication? What? It's a voice. How many of you have good voice? I'm not talking about Chitra Chechi's voice or SP Balabhadra's. No, I'm not talking about that. But how many of you can pitch? You know, this voice comes from here, right? This is a vocal cord, right? No. There are 6 parts in this toolbox. What are the 6 parts? One is register, One is timbre, one is prosody, one is pace, one is pitch, one is volume. Now what is register? Sir, where are you coming from, sir? Ma'am, where are you coming from? Ma'am, where are you coming from? See, the third one is from my chest, the second one is from my mouth, and the first one is from my nose. So teachers, if you want to get your voice delivered to all the 40, 50, 60 students in your classroom, try and practice to talk from your chest. Look at our politicians, look at Modi ji, how he talks. Hey, bhaiyo, our behno. Mere pyare bhaiyo. No, even if you don't know Hindi, you have to sit and watch him talk, right? It is what it is. Okay, the other things are like, okay, you have, I don't think I need to explain, like for example, timbre. Your voice must be. No, one more while one thanni undachu, hot chocolate. That's you make it more effective when it gets on the children. They will listen to you. In particular, neenga madhyanam classes na pananum. See, Madhyana is a challenge. After lunch, you have to take a class, a challenge. When Madhya Pradesh gets filled, the Uttar Pradesh goes for a toss. Challenging, man. And you can't allow teachers to, students to sleep. Right? So I think use such, like for example, prosody. Prosody is monotonous. Don't use that monotonous. Every day, same slang. Once upon a time there was a king, the king had a queen, the queen and king had 4 children, the eldest was a son, second was a daughter, third was a son, fourth was a daughter, the eldest got married, they became grandparents. Say, no, it's totally boring, ma. Prosodical process, change it. The children would like to hear this teacher in a different way. Yes or no? Yes or no? I always say, change, you need to put the old wine into a new bottle. Put the old wine in a, for example. Hey, KG teacher here. KG teacher. No KG teacher here. Right. One KG teacher, please come fast. No time, it's only 1 hour for me. Please come, run. No, one teacher, okay, come. Both of you come. All right, both of you come, no problem. Come. Fast, run. What is this, man? 67 years, young boy is running. 25 years, old ladies are running. All right. Ma'am, both of you will teach me some old rhyme. Twinkle, தெரியுமா? எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குறீங்களாம்மா? நான் சின்ன பையன் தானே, 2 பேரும் எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கணும். 2 பேருக்கும் தெரியணும், தெரியுமா? Madam is very shy. நான் தான் shy ஆகணும். I am your student, you are my teacher, right? Okay. Madam, உங்க பேர் என்னங்க? Pradeepa. Madam, ungaldu? Ashwati. Oh, where is Bharani? All right. Yeah. Tingle. Teach me.
Amazing. Another poem.
Why tingle தெரியாதா? Tingle போதும். Student wants to learn tingle. She's a candidate to tingle தெரியாதா?
No, sir. I know.
You know. Come on. Is there a video? Yeah. தெரியலன்னு தெரியும் சொல்லலாம். இல்லைன்னா அந்த அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் லெட்டர் வித்ட்ரா ஆயிடும். அம்மா எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க, பார்த்து அப்பா சொல்லக்கூடாது. நீங்களும் சேர்ந்துதான். நாங்க 2 பேரும் ஒண்ணுதான். உங்க 2 பேருக்கும் சம்பளம் போதுமா? அதெல்லாம் எனக்கு செப்பரேட். அதெல்லாம் கண்டினியூ.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the down,
like a diamond in the
sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, a diamond in
Okay.
Give a big clap to both the teachers for a lovely teaching. Thank a lot, ma'am. All for you. Ashwini and Pradeepa, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Now, this tune has been heard for donkey's years, right? Unga party tata la ide tune da padichupom. So when I say you need to change yourself, right? You need to change the tune for twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. This is Punjabi paadro Punjabi. Aha, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. See what I'm saying? You need to put the old wine into a new bottle. Then it becomes more attractive in the classroom, right? The same. Nothing wrong, ma'am. Sorry, my teachers who taught me. It still continues. I think teachers must give a thought to it. Why don't I try something new in the classroom which would make our students to listen to you carefully, right? Try this out technique. It's going to work very well, no doubt about it, right? But the voice, Prisodi, change it. Change the tune. Make it interesting. You know, the other one is pace. How fast you speak. One is, get me my keys, please. Right? It's called pitching. Get me my keys, please. Get me my keys, please. First is me to my wife. Second is my wife to me. It's again, it's all natural, sir. What is that? Sir ka apave therinju poichu. Idu pondati da ipdi sollirpa ivrite. Good. Sir is very happy. Thinking about your wife. இப்பெல்லாம் சொல்லுவான் முன்னாடி வந்திருந்தா நீராமா கண்ணே கரலே முத்தேன்னு அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க செல்லக்குட்டின்னு பேசுவீங்க nice. So you know the pitching, the pace, speed. Some people, you know, பயங்கர ஸ்பீடா பேசுவாங்க கட 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 கடன்னு. உங்களை நாங்கள் எங்கே பார்த்தோம் இந்த ட்ரிச்சி கண்டவுன் ஸ்டேஷனில் நீங்கள் நின்றுட்டுருக்கீங்க யாரோட நின்றுட்டுருங்க எனக்கு தெரியல உங்கள் புருஷனா இல்லை உங்கள் பிரதரா தெரியாது கையில் 2 பேக் குடிச்சு ஒரு பேக்கில் 1 கிலோ போட்டுட்டோம் இன்னொரு பேக்கில் வந்து குரூப் ரைஸாக தெரியாது அப்புறம் நீங்கள் 2 பேர் பைக்கில் உட்காந்து what the hell you can understand. Some people say if you speak English too fast that you become a nothing. You can pitch it. Ma'am, yesterday I saw you. She's thinking எங்கடா என்ன பார்த்தேன். So you give allowance for people to think. Cut it, talk. Children will understand. So pace is very important. Don't be too fast. Maybe you have a lesson plan to complete. That doesn't mean you can take something or the other and finish the lesson plan, get your principal's signature. No. Idea is what is taught is learned by the students. The other is volume in your voice. There are some teachers, 10 students will be there in the classroom. Okay! 10 students. 100 students இருக்கும் மக்களே you need to adjust this against the number of students, right? So you have a pitch, pace, volume, Prisodi, timer, register. Google it and see what it is. But yes, teachers, you can certainly improve your voice. You need to change your voice from whatever. You can improve it every day because this is the basic of your classroom management. If your voice is not heard by everybody in the same manner, your communication go haywire. So are you willing to change your voice by an exercise? Like to do an exercise? Right? I want you to press your legs hard. Press both your legs hard. Little more hard. Little more hard. Hard. What happens if you press it hard? Sir, press it hard. When you press it hard, your back slowly lifts. Right? It's lifting, which means I'm indirectly or directly asking to please get up. Please get up. No, you karunga. Ready? I'm sorry to make you all get up, but otherwise, this exercise will not work. Ukkandu panna, but then it's more, it's better for us to do it. It's something to do with your lip on the tongue. I want you to you change in the classroom by making your voice heard equally by all. It must create that impact. Ready? Ready? Don't laugh. You have to pay lakhs of rupees to Stanford University to learn this voice modulation course. Ready? 1, 2, 3. For your lips. Come on, it's not for me. Come on. Suddenly I felt you got வீட்டில் கோழியெல்லாம் இருப்பல. Good, I'm happy. நல்லா சார் பயங்கரமா பண்றீங்க. Good. The next is, don't laugh. Wait, sir. அதுக்குள்ள அவர் வண்டி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி he wants to reach his ரொம்ப நான் உங்களுக்கு பொண்டாட்டி. உங்க பொண்டாட்டியா பக்கத்து வீட்டு பொண்டாட்டி வந்து தந்தே வர. Okay, do. Do, man. You can feel the warmth on your lips, right? Or your tongue now. La. Super. See, my friend is charged. All right, again. Come on. Very good. Wonderful. I think let's clap for all of you. Great. The last one is you have to pitch your, you take the sound to the height. Hold it there for some time. Don't hold it too long. Too long means we have to catch the, sir has to bring in some ambulance and be here. Also a police jeep. Ambulance for you, jeep for me. So I don't think I should give you that opportunity to invite both jeep and the ambulance. But let me do it. I use 2 letters. One is V, the other is O. Village officer or petty officer, you all say, no. So let me try it out. Let me see how well I can do. 67 years young boy. No, let me try my best, okay? You watch me and see. V. Thank you. Luckily no ambulance. Okay, now you try. 1 minute. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. You start. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I think you all need to be complimented for a lovely show today. Come on, let's all clap. That's great. So be seated. Thank you so much. Be seated. So this would certainly improve the first basics of your communication skill. You do this every day, right? It'll certainly show some improvement here in your delivery. I would say 100%. But communication, how important it is. There are 2 types of communication, 3 types of communication. One is the oral, the verbal, right? The other one is non-verbal. The third is written communication. Oral, yes. On a non-verbal, I find some teachers in the classroom. I want you to change the way you use your, hands there. I said this is the best way to call, right? Similarly, there are teachers who take classes, right? Keeping your hands beside, you'll go around in the classroom. It is not the right style of keeping your hands like this, right? Behind yourself. Is it right? I don't think it's good. Some teachers will take Vivekananda style, right? Not good. Some teachers, Nanda Veeran, Gajaveeran, not good. It's like threatening the students. Some, you teachers, putting your hands into your pocket. Nada, Not good. Some teachers, after lunch, I said, no, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. To support your head, some teachers will have this style. Forget all the styles. The best style is like this. Keep you up. Have a look at your students. Rotate your eyes between all the students, right? Don't look at one student. No. After some time, my friend Otil will do right. If I look at you, stare at you like this, he'll do like this. So don't allow your students to react. Look at all the eyes of the students, right? And whenever, I know you are very smart. Whenever you conduct a class, suddenly after some 2-3 sentences, you will forget the 4th sentence. Correct? You will become silent and will go around. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொன்னது உனக்கு? அவன் பாவம் டீச்சரை பார்க்காம இப்படி பார்த்தோன்னே எழுந்துருவாடே. என்னை பற்றி தெரியும். டீச்சர் forgot actually. இதெல்லாம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு தெரியும் டீச்சர் forgot. நமக்கு தெரியாது. இந்த பூனை பால் குடிக்கிற மாதிரி கண்ணு பூனா எல்லாம் தெரியும். அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம், ஸ்டைலெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். மறந்துச்சுன்னா ஓகே, யூ கேன் ரெஃபர் யுவர் புக். எழுந்துடுறா அப்படியெல்லாம் பேசக்கூடாது. தம்பி எழுந்துடு. ஸோ யூனோ பெஸ்ட் வே இஸ் டு keep your hands like this. Your action must be like this. You know, this is actually an action. It's an open invitation for the students. It is an open invitation. I open myself. This is very reserved. Don't come to me. This is open. இப்படி வச்சு நீங்க பேசுங்க. சார் நல்லா இருக்குல்ல சார்? இப்படி வச்சு பேசு. நல்லா இருக்கா சார்? See, சார் நல்லா இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா நீங்க? It's an open arm. It's a very receptive way of taking a class. Right? Isn't it, man? இப்படி காமிக்காதுங்க. நான் இது பிச்சை எடுக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Use both your hands. Okay, ma'am? So, this is like even a small thing like shaking hands has got a way of shaking hands. Sir, please come. Sir, please come. I only called him like this, right? See how, please come, sir. Please come, sir. I like your smile. What's your name, sir? Mr. Ravi. All right. Second time asking. Now, if there is to be a game like this, right? இப்படி பண்ணீங்கன்னா, so he is the winner, now I am the winner, right? So, the shake hands இருக்குல்ல, it is again depends on the position. If I am the principal of the school and he is the vice principal of the school, எப்படி shake hand கொடுங்க தெரியுங்களா? எப்படி கொடுப்பீங்க? I am the principal, you are the vice principal. I'll give it like this. So கொடுங்க. Mine is on the top. I am the vice principal of the school, he is the principal of the school. So who is junior? Me. So I'll give it like this. Right? If I am the principal, he is the principal of another school, we are equal. Exactly. Hello sir, how are you? இதுல கூட இருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரியாது. Correct? So if I am equal, it is this. If I am superior, it is like this. If I am junior, it is like this. That's why when Trump comes from US, he gets down in Palam Airport, Indira Gandhi International Airport. When Trump gets down, because he is the chief, he is the president of United States, right? Over $25 trillion economy there. When he comes, hi Modi, how are you? இப்படி கொடுப்போம். கொடுங்க சார், என்ன இவ்வளோ வெக்கப்படுறீங்க? இப்படி கொடுப்போம். இதை மோதி இறங்கிட்டு வரும்போது he should not give like this. He should give it like this. But what happens if you are Modi? இப்படி கொடுங்க. இப்படி. Trump. I am Trump. மோதி ஸ்மார்ட்டர் இல்லையா? நம்ம பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் ரொம்ப ஸ்மார்ட்டர். அவர் இதை எடுத்து வச்சிருவா அதுக்கு மேல. But அதோட ஸ்மார்ட் ட்ரம்ப். யாரு சுப்பீரியர்? Sit down, sir. Thank you, Ravi sir. Thank you. Big applause to Ravi sir for even this. Why I'm saying this? Even this shake hands, you have procedures to be done. That this communication, even see non-verbal communication not correctly done can lead to a lot of misconceptions, right? Can I have those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Just for a fun game. Just here. That row, just three of you from that row. Here, three of you come. Yeah. Come. Three of you. Sir, you just face Amma. Seek Amma's blessings. You just stand like that behind each other. இப்படி நின்று நீங்க பின்னாடி நில்லுங்க ஐயா. நீங்க அங்க ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Just look at Revisa. Just behind each other. Stand here. You stand here. You stand here, ma. You stand here. Don't look behind, okay?
I'm going to tell you some action. And he's going to tell him, finally he's going to do that. Think about it. Ready? 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 Hold! Camera, hold! Off the camera, please. Okay, no problem. Tell me what the people in this school, appointment letter. Sorry, sir. இங்க பாருங்க நீங்க காமிங்க இங்க பாருங்க ஹலோ look at my face say hi to me நீங்க காமிங்க I'm the difficulty okay you go coming over there காமிங்க எங்க போட்டாலும் அவங்களுக்கு ரெண்டு தான் நீங்க
What happened? Yeah. You know what happened, right? I don't need to explain. The gentleman said, I understood. He should have asked me to repeat. I didn't repeat. Suddenly forgot. He showed something, I showed something. Finally, the last person. That's it. So communication not done properly, whether verbal or non-verbal, it would reach the student in a different way altogether. That's why outcome of learning must be the same with all the 40, 30 students in your classroom. Get my point? Very important. It is not what, it is of course what you speak, but to get into this is how you speak. And voice modulation is the basic, see a drastic change in your output in terms of when I go for my sales calls, try it out. It's going to benefit you. You're going to make a change in your classroom. So that is what is the communication. The next is the collaboration. What do you mean by collaboration? Teamwork. See, our children perform well individually, but when you put them in a team, they collapse. So how do you do this learning process? How do you bring in this collaboration among my teachers or among my students? For example, I have one lesson, 4 pages. 4 pages in a particular chapter. How many pages? 4 pages. So the first page, second page, third page, 4th page, and I have got 40 students in my class. So what I do is 10, 10, 10, 10. I give the first page to the 10 students here, A team, B team, C team, D team, all the 4 pages are distributed. Just an example. I don't teach them. I make all the 10 students sit together and learn as a team. Group study எல்லாம் போய் சொல்லி பார்த்திருப்பீங்க நீங்க இல்லைங்களா? எக்ஸாமுக்கு முன்னாடி இன்னொரு வீட்டுக்கு போய் 4-5 பசங்க சேர்ந்து நல்லா விளையாடி தூங்கி படிக்கவே மாட்டேன், ஆனா வீட்டுல இருந்து குரூப் ஸ்டடின்னு எல்லாம் சொல்லி போயிடுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இல்லை இங்க. You leave the students to learn and you will stand as a facilitator. பக்கத்துல நின்று you will correct what is going wrong. Going wrong, tell them here you are wrong. There you are wrong. They will ask you questions. You will clarify. You don't teach. You only facilitate and correct what is happening and bring them to a level of 100% understanding. Let them learn by themselves. This is learning by themselves. Imagine one thing, teachers. If a student teaches the other student, scientifically proved that 80 to 90% is retained by the student. But a teacher teaches through whatever methodology, audio visuals or lectures or whatever way you do group discussions, whatever we teach, it's between 50 and 60% retention power. So student to student, excellent way of teaching and learning rather than a teacher teaching the student. So if all the 4 teams are over by the teacher's support, then the teacher will make the A team come forward and present the first page to the BCD. Right? After that, BCD is allowed to ask questions to A to clarify any doubts that they have. Now what happens if one of the team members from C asks this A team a very tough question? How will the A team react? Hey, தம்பி எனக்கு ஒரு நல்ல காலம் வரும்டா, நீயும் பிரசன்ட் பண்ண போற இல்லையா, அப்ப நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன். You create the spirit of competition among children. When there is a spirit of competition develops among these 4 groups, they learn faster and better. Please understand, this is what collaborative learning. And that is why we have various competition. CBSE organizes competition, you have school competition, you have class-wise competition, you have house-wise. Why all this? It's only for this. So collaborative learning is, instead of you teaching, you make the students learn by you standing as a guide near the side of the student rather than being a sage on the stage in a classroom. This is collaborative learning. I'm just running for want of time. The 3rd and 4th, which is creative thinking or critical thinking and creative thinking, are equally very important, and these are which you need to put it here. This can happen only if your brain works. How many of you feel that your brain is working? Madam feels. None of the men feel that their brains are working. How many of you think that you have brain? Keep your hands down. All of you think. And how many of you said your brain is working? Can I have your hands down? All the brains are working. Are you sure? Because for creative thinking and critical thinking, the critical thinking is the lateral thinking. You use the left side of the brain. There are 2 brains for you. The left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. Right? The left and the right. The left directs the right directs the left. The left controls the right controls the left. Agree, disagree? Agree, disagree? Agree, disagree? What all you know about brain? You know, the brain has something inside. What are those cells called? Absolutely, neurons. I'm happy. There are more than 1 trillion neurons. And a trillion has 12 zeros. If Krish has to stand here and Krishnan has to stand here and breathe for 1 trillion times. You know how many years that he has to stand here? 32,688 years. 32,688 வருஷம் நான் இங்க நின்று பிரீத் பண்ணாதான் 1 trillion ஆகும். இதே நான் 1 billion time breathe பண்ணனா, which is 100 lakhs, Krishnan has to stand here for almost 32 years. So 32 years and 32,688 years, what a vast difference, right? So trillion is a huge, இதுக்குள்ள இருக்கு. And what happens, teachers, you need to strengthen those neurons in both left and the right. Right? If it gets decayed, then finished. You get into that disease called Alzheimer, dementia. The father forgets the son, and the son name also, the daughter's name. Appa, payane paakum, it's decayed. If the right side gets paralytical, he is not able to move the right side, which means this side is gone. So do you want your children to grow by strengthening both left and right? Do you think that your brain like left and right are strengthened? I have my own doubts. But if you want to take and change the students in terms of critically and creative thinking, the brain has to function both the sides. But for creative, you need the right side. Critical, you need to have the left side. You know, even Einstein, one of those greatest of the historians. Who's Einstein? Huh? What history? World history or Indian history? Huh? World. Who is Einstein? Scientist. Okay, I'm sorry, teacher. I think my brain is not working now. Scientist. Even Einstein used only less than 1% of his brain's, I call it as capacity. You know what is capacity? Capacity. Less than 1%. So imagine how much you people would have used or me would have used. The brain can only capture patterns and pictures. Madam, monkey nu சொல்லும்போது என்ன வருது உங்களுக்கு? ஏன் மூஞ்ச வருதா? ஃபிகர் இல்ல. monkey nu வரும்போது இந்த வாலுகள். Sir, when I say triangle, இந்த ஷேப் வருதா உங்களுக்கு? என்ன வருது? என்ன ஷேப்? சொல்லுங்க. Wow, பயங்கர intelligent. It can observe only patterns and pictures, nothing else. Sir, சார பிடிக்கலாம் பொண்டாட்டி அப்படி சொல்லும்போது என்ன வருது? அவருக்கு அழுகு வருதா? He's showing both the eyes and said, woman, think of my mother, I feel crying, right? Where is she actually? Where is she? Coimbatore. எங்க? Kondambalayam. Oh, you are in Nalambalayam. All right, wonderful. So, it can only absorb pictures and patterns and use only less than 1%. But there is always a way to improve your brain strength. You need to improve. Your children must improve. That changes have to take place in your classroom. How do you do that? How many of you have two-wheeler license? Two-wheeler. Wonderful. What test did you give? 8 போட சொல்லிருப்போம்ல. இந்த மாதிரி கிருஷ்ணன்குட்டி கிட்ட குட்டி போட சொல்ற மாதிரி இல்ல. 8 போட. Why 8 போட சொன்னீங்க? It's again your left and the right coordination. இப்படி போயிண்டு இப்படி வந்து இப்படி போயிண்டு இப்படி வந்து இப்படி போயிண்டு இப்படி வந்து you go turn to the left, right, you turn to the right, you left, and then you turn. It's again a combination. That's why RTO said he's checking. Some people இப்படி திரும்பினோம்னா கால் அப்படி வந்துருவாங்க. You're out. You're failed. How many of you have a 4-wheeler license here? Enna test? H. Correct. See, H. You go straight, reverse, take a right, left, take a left, right, reverse, take a left, right, take a right, left, reverse. See, it's again he sees how is your brain functioning, both. நீங்க ஒரு brain function ஆக வச்சீங்களா என்ன ஆகும்? Indian population will reduce. Correct, sir? You have the license to kill. So these are basics. So you make your children do that at least for 2 minutes in your classroom. Keep them 2 stools, something. I have a video, I can share it with sir. You can take it. I have done it in front of university in a rainy day. I'll give you some other exercises. How many of you take bath every day? Hands down. Oh, wonderful. Kulikiliya, sir. Sir, இதெல்லாம் வெளியில சொல்லக்கூடாது சார். Sir, keep it to yourself. He's looking at this teacher, whatever teacher is. I know, to just run the humor. There was one aided school. One teacher was teaching on a topic, Rama, Sita, Swayamvaram, Kalyanam. Murchachi, everything is over. Before the 40 minutes bell, 35 minutes, the chief education officer runs into the classroom, takes the book from the teacher and sees what is being taught. So the CEO asks the teacher, sir, எல்லாம் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா சார்? எல்லாம் முடிச்சாச்சு சார். எல்லா பசங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் நல்லா புரிஞ்சிச்சு சார். நான் ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கலாமா சார்? எந்த கேள்வியும் கேட்கல சார். எல்லாம் கில்லாடி பசங்க பாருங்க சார், எல்லாம் ready to answer. So yes, there is a Dhanush. What Dhanush is that? Shiva Dhanush. So CEO asked the class students, who broke the Shiva Dhanush? பின்னாடி இருந்த ஒரு ஆள், பின்னாடி எல்லாம் நல்ல பசங்க தானே உட்காருவான். ஒருத்தர் எழுந்துட்டு, சார் நான் இல்ல சார். CEO was surprised. இவன் என்னடா நான் இல்லைன்னு சொல்ற? Who broke? சார் நான் இல்ல சார். அவன் கொஞ்சம் ரவுடி பையன். பக்கத்தில் இருக்க அவன் க்ளோஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட் எழுந்து, சார் கண்டிப்பா இவன் இருக்க மாட்டேன் சார், இவன் கண்டிப்பா உடைச்சிருக்க மாட்டேன். நீ எப்படிடா சொல்ற? சார் இவன் 10 நாள் ஸ்கூலுக்கே வரல சார். அவன் எப்படி சார் உடைக்க முடியும்? This fellow is shocked. This fellow is shocked. ஆழ்மூடி இருக்கணும் டீச்சர் CEO கிட்ட சொல்ல, சார் அந்த பையனை நம்ப முடியாது சார், அவன் ஸ்கூலுக்கு வரலன்னா கூட இந்த இன்டர்வெல்ல வந்துட்டு நான் 2-3 நாள் பார்த்துருக்கேன், அப்போ உடச்சிட்டு போயிருக்கலாம் சார். That's it. CEO said no more here. கிளம்புறாங்க நேர பிரின்சிபல் ரூம். What's happening? What happened sir? And he narrated the entire story. He said, sir, இங்க விட்டுருங்க சார், ப்ளீஸ் லீவ் இட் ஹியர். சார் இனிமேல நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணா சிச்சுவேஷன் கொஞ்சம் மாறிடும் சார், பசங்களாம் ரவுடி ஸ்ட்ரைக் எல்லாம் பண்ணுவாங்க சார், இங்க விட்டுருங்க சார் ப்ளீஸ். நான் ஒரு என்கொயரி வச்சு ஒரு வாரத்துக்குள்ள உங்களுக்கு ரிப்போர்ட் பண்றேன் சார், யார் தான் சார் அந்த தனுஷ் உடைச்சேன்னு. CEO அவ்வளவுதாங்க, இனிமேல உங்ககிட்ட எல்லாம் பேசி ஒரு யூ கால் யுவர் கரஸ்பாண்டன்ட் அப்படி சொன்னாங்க. போன் கரஸ்பாண்டனும் அவங்கள மேனேஜர்லாம் ஓடி வந்துட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா CEO இல்ல, ஏதோ அஃபிலியேஷன் லைசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிளாஸ் பண்ண. அப்புறம் போர்ட் ரூமில் உட்கார வச்சு கரஸ்பாண்டன்ட் டென்ஷன் இல்லை சார், என்ன சார் ஆச்சு? Then CEO explained and this one. The correspondent started smiling. சார் என்ன சார் நீங்க சிரிக்கிறீங்க? சார் இதெல்லாம் ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம் சார், இதெல்லாம் ஒரே ஒரு வாரத்தில் I will replay. See, அதுதான் நான் சொல்றேன், இவர் எனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டீச்சரான இல்ல சார். So that is the situation. So when you come to creative and thinking, you need to use your brain. So having a bath, if you have a bath, use 2 hands, 2 mugs, or 1 mug left and right. Use this. Instead of having, the shower bath, it's okay. Change it over to a mug in the bucket bag. Right? These are small, silly things. Number 2, how many of you brush teeth every day? Hands down. Okay, thank you. See how good I am. சும்மா போய் கை வலிக்கும் லாஸ்ட்ல. சாப்பிடும்போது கொஞ்சம் வலிச்சா அப்படியே ஃபுல் அப்படியே ரசத்தோட நிப்பாட்ட வேண்டியதா இருக்கும். ரைட்? கை வலிக்குது மேடம் சாப்பிடும்போது. யாராவது சொல்லியிருக்காது ஒரு கை வலிக்குது. You have to brush this side and this side, use both the hands. That's again making left and the right work. Right? How many of you know a word called ambidextrous? What is that, sir? Wonderful. A big applause to my friend there. Lovely. Using both hands while writing. This was introduced by a government in Chhattisgarh. You know where is Chhattisgarh, right? For the schools. And within a span of 3 years, the proof of the pudding is in eating. Taste in the pudding. They could see there's an improvement of full pass from a 63% to 90%. Using both your hands while writing. I am. Try and get it done. Bring these changes in your classrooms. Right? Not the usual stuff. That is number 4 or something. How many of you have a habit of reading? Krish, thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Teachers, you have lost the art of reading. The moment you lose the art of reading, finished. That's end of your career. Read, ma. So when you open a newspaper, you see the last but 2 pages? There are some columns there. What is that column? Wonderful. A big applause to us, Sudoku. How many of you read the play? We start and put ABCD. But then how many of you are able to complete that?
That's again a way of making our children work in the left and the right side of the brain. It needs a lot of thinking, right, ma'am? Critical and creative thinking. Correct, no, ma'am? Right. It's lovely. Give your children to do that. Sudoku. Wow, wonderful. Yeah, she has to say something.
I need to ask about the right brain activation in early childhood, sir. Could you say some words about that?
So let me tell you, good question. Please be seated. Why did we bring in the NEB, there's a change. What is this? 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4. What is this? 5 plus 4 plus, no, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4. What is that? Ma'am, to answer your question, the current system of education is 10 plus 2. But now for the schooling it is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. The 5 years, you start from the foundational stage of a girl or boy joining into LKG, KG and UKG 1 and 2. That is 5. Today, you can admit a child who was not for the KG படிக்கலனாலோ 6 வயசு ஆச்சுன்னா அவனை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் போடலாம். இனிமேல் போட முடியாது. ஏன்னா சொல்லுங்க, 6 to 8 வருஷத்துக்குள்ள நம்ம குழந்தையோட லெஃப்ட் ரைட் இல்ல என்டையர் பிரெயின் கெட்ஸ் formed up. Not at the age of 67, not at your age. And those 1 to 8 age, what she asked me now, is the foundational and the fundamental stage of a child's brain growth. அப்ப அந்த டைம்ல அவனை ஸ்கூலுக்கு அனுப்பல வச்சுங்க from the 3rd year, and by the time he's after 6 years to first standard, his brain is already freezed. அதுதான் எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவாங்க, குழந்தை முன்னாடி don't do anything. Right? Let the husband not beat the wife in front of a small little child. அதுக்கு தெரியும், அதை அழுகுறாங்க. Don't think if the father spokes in the front of the child, that fellow knows, but he can't react. You can look at the child's, the way she looks, he's thinking, and appa vandu tappu, cigarette smoke பண்றாங்க. So, good question, ma'am. So that is the time that the child develops the brain. Beyond that, it is, yes, you can shape it up, but it's already formed up. Everything has become a bit of a concrete. So, ma'am, that up to 6 to 8, 6 வருஷத்திலிருந்து 8 வருஷம் வரைக்கும் குழந்தையோட brain வந்து, yes, formed up. So be careful. And the fundamental and foundation stage is very critical in a child's growth. Thank you, ma'am. A big applause for a lovely question there. So, instead of 10 plus 2, it is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. 5 is up to 2nd standard. Then next 3 is 3rd, 4th and 5th. Next 3 is 6, 7 and 8. Then it is 9, 10, 11 and 12. Today you can, yes. You can't put your child in some Krish primary school. And I take up a small little house and put those children and you admit a child who has gone through a recognized school by the government. Otherwise, சும்மா ஏதாவது ஒரு primary school, kindergarten எல்லாம் போட்டா nothing. If somebody studies in Amrita, LKG, KG, UKG, then goes to some other school to do first standard, yes. Non-recognized school in the KG, no, it is not possible. So if you have little children, put them into recognized and registered schools. Be careful. இல்லைன்னா குழந்தை 6 வயசு வந்தாச்சுன்னா ஸ்கூல் say no admission to first standard, go back to LKG. Good, ma'am. Thank you once again. Yeah, thank you so much. Please clap for her for a question. So the Sudoku and all, these are helping. Please bring those changes here. When parent comes, you tell them, sir, please make your children do it, or you do it in the classroom. How many of you know this? இப்படி பண்ணுவாங்களே? What is that? Yeah, அதெல்லாம் பண்றது இல்ல. You see any foreign videos on a classroom, the child will be doing it. Sitting, listening to the teacher, he completes. எத்தனை பேர் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க இங்க? Very rarely 1 or 2. அது கூட இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறோம். ஏன் முடியலன்னா உங்க ரைட் சைடு அண்ட் ரைட் சைடு ஒர்க்கே பண்றது இல்ல. This is another way. One more way to do is, how many of you make your children do a mathematical sum every day? Whether you learn history, economics and geography, doesn't really matter. But mathematics is something, solving a problem a mathematical problem will ensure both your brains work. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right. So coming to the critical thinking, when you do all this, coming to the critical thinking, the changes that you need to make is, how do you change the style of learning and teaching and learning is, please give them riddles. How many of you know riddles? You all know riddles, no? பண்ட காலத்துல riddles irundhu. You never use riddles. Whether it's the 5th standard, 6th standard, even any subject you can use riddles. Create those riddles and show it to them. They learn, they critically think. How many of you fill in the blanks? That's again a critical way of thinking. How many of you ask questions to your students? That is another way of critically making your children think. How many of you probe into a student, ask many questions? That is again a critical thinking. Right? So these are the various ways of making your children critically think. I'm sorry for want of time, I don't think I can do a workshop here, but try and do all this. Try and make two students debate, for and against. This is critical thinking. Stop the student, say, now you spoke for, now you talk against, after 30 seconds. Change. When you change this, your brain keeps changing. These are the ways that you can look at yourself implementing critical thinking. The other way of looking at the creative, because none of us are creative. If my teachers were creative, you would have written at least 4 or 5 poems. How many of you written Kavitas in life? I'm not talking about Kannadasan and all those things. How many of you have? என்ன ஒரு 6 லைன் எழுதுறதுக்கு எட்டப்பா கஷ்டம். என்ன மேடம்? ஒரு 6 லைன் நம்ம எழுதல, ஏன்னா நமக்கு இந்த சைடு ஒர்க் ஆகல மேடம். மேடம் சொல்றேன், இந்த சைடு இல்ல சார், இந்த சைடும் ஒர்க் ஆகல. We don't use படிக்கிறீங்க பசங்களோட, அது வேற விஷயம். There are 1 or 2 teachers, maybe your brains are working right side. Very good, very good. கதை எழுதி இருக்காங்க. You need to have a creative mind. You know, how do you have a creative mind for your children in the classroom? Make them open the mind completely. Just open-mindedness is there. எனக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சா பசங்க படிக்க முடியாது. நீங்க இங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு கிரிஷ், என்ன கிரிஷ்? I know everything. Nothing you can learn. Make a change in yourself. எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. I delete whatever I know. Unless you delete, you can't add. Imagine your mobile phone, you have to do some deletion, right? Illana overload ஆயிடும். Delete. The greatest gift that God has given to all of us is what? The gift of forgetfulness. மறதிதா பெரிய விஷயம் கொடுத்திருக்கோம் கடவுள். So you need to open your mind and create a curiosity. How do you create a curiosity among your children? How do you think you can create a curiosity? How do you think you can create a curiosity? No, you can have some actions. What do you say, ma'am? Correct, no? How do you create? By motivating. Correct. So, madam is looking at my purse, thinking how much of 500 she'll get. Curiosity. No, see, she பார்க்கல இல்ல purse. ஆனா ஒரு கண்ணு கீழே ஒரு கண்ணு மேல. அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமானது. But I'm creating curiosity. She's thinking how much she will get. ஒரு 500 இல்ல 10 500. But I am thinking இந்த பர்ஸ்க்குள்ள என்ன இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தா how much she will put. இவருக்கு இவ்வளவு நான் வந்து போடுறேன்னு சொல்லு. So you have to create the curiosity among children. காமிச்சிட்டு காமிக்காத மாதிரி இருக்கணும். என்னங்க இப்படிதான் சார், உங்ககிட்ட நான் ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்லணும்னு இருக்கு, நாளைக்கு சொல்றேன் சார். Curiosity, என்ன பத்தி சொல்லுங்க? That curiosity. Curiosity will lead to what you call imagination. Right? Open-mindedness, curiosity, imagination. Imagination will go to ideas. When you make your children imagine, it goes to ideas. And the ideas will get into creative thinking. And the creative thinking will lead to innovation. How many of you know a car called Nano? Tata company. You know Mr. Ratan Tata, he doesn't have a driver, he drives for himself. He was going in a village, he found 8 people driving a 2-wheeler. Open mind, curiosity, imagination, all this went to him. He said, why are they traveling 6 people into this? Or 8 people? Because they can't afford to buy a car worth 3 to 4 lakhs. So he felt, let me have a car from Tata, less than 1 lakh, so that these people who can't afford to buy a car at 3 lakhs will be able to buy a car. For the safety and security of our family's village, he brought nano. That is creativity. நீங்க மட்டும் என்னன்னா ஓ ஐயோ பாவம் இத்தனை பேர் டிராவல் பண்ணா கீழே விழுந்தாச்சுன்னா அவ்வளவுதான் ஃபேமிலி அவுட் ஆயிடும் தான் நீங்க நினைப்பீங்க. But Ratan Tata went beyond that to curiosity, to imagination, to ideas, then to creativity, and then to innovation. Make your people think. I've got just about few more minutes. Make your children think creatively and critically by brushing their minds off. So now we are going to do a final stage of brushing your mind, your brain, okay? And we will start with a small little session to check whether your brain and few exercises. Are you ready and willing? Then press your legs hard onto the ground. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, don't clap. I'll give you, please get up. Can you just hold this?
We will do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 whatever exercises within the time that I have. It's just 2-3 minutes more. Ready? Do this. Do this. This is to check whether your brain, all of you are able to do this? Wonderful. Do this. You can't see. Then the 10 rows sit down. 10 rows sit down. All of us stand. 10 rows sit down. Yeah. Now you are able to see. Now do this. Do this. You can't just sit down and then relax and do it. Madam, not this.
One madam is doing this, the other madam is doing this.
It's just come on, fast. இது பண்ண முடிஞ்சா உங்களுக்கு பிரெயின் இருக்குன்னு, இது பண்ண முடியலன்னா இப்பவே நீங்க காமிக்கலாம். All right. All right. Hey, get up, that's it. Up, up, hands up, down, up, down, up, down, up, hold it. Left hand near your tummy, rotate. Or clockwise or anti-clockwise or angle-clockwise. Right? Now simultaneously. Man, Sal is doing simultaneously. Don't apply shampoo on your head. Now come on. Sir, don't apply shampoo. Sir, what are you doing? Sir is doing. Sir, please, sir. Just think about your heart, whatever you do, stomach will come. Change your hand. Left on top. Struggling, right? Madam, என்ன கை இப்படி வச்சுட்டு என்ன தலைவர்? Come on, do. Left and this. Stop. Okay, do this. Okay, victory. What happened? Please do. Okay, one more. The thumbs up, thumbs out, little finger out. Oh, some people. No. Okay. Okay, finally I'll give you this one. This one. also do all this. It's called whole brain exercise or brain yoga, right? It's not happening because one side or two sides are not really functioning there. Because the left controls the right, right controls the left. But anything that you practice with perfection can be better, right? So wish you good luck, but one warning which I can give you before I wind up the session.
I'm sorry. Oh, thank God you want to hear me, huh? Thank God. I'm very happy that teachers are not able to hear me, but before I wind up, a small warning and caution to all my teachers who are sitting here. Please do all these exercises. It's going to help you to change your classroom into a much more interesting classrooms. And this exercises or practice must be done only after you officially inform your spouse. Without informing your husband, madam, you can imagine, poor man comes from the bathroom, she's there in the bedroom, and imagine without telling him. So, தயவு செய்து நீங்க அவங்களை இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ண அப்புறம் மட்டும்தான் இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸசைஸ் நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கணும். இதை சொல்லிக்கொண்டு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி, பெரிய பெரிய நன்றி அம்மாங்களுக்கும் சாருக்கும். நம்ம தமிழெல்லாம் வந்து பெரிய பொலிட்டிஷியன் மாதிரி தமிழெல்லாம் நான் படிச்சது கிடையாது. But still, I really enjoy it because I'm more of a Tamilian than a Malayali. I spend a lot of my time in Tamil Nadu than in Kerala. Yeah, she wanted, like I was talking to you about that mobile phone, you see. I was telling ma'am that please inform your students or to yourself. Use net only when you look at it. You have a phone with you. If you're keeping the phone with you, why do you want the data, that net to be on? When do you want the net to be on? Only when you look at the screen. இன்னைக்கு net free-ஆ கிடைக்கிறதுனால நீங்க போட்டு விட்டுறீங்க 24/7. Don't do that. Switch off and switch it on when you look at the screen. Whether it is a laptop screen or whether it is a Android phone, whatever it is. Only when you look at it, it's going to be terribly, because we are here to safeguard the health of our children. So neenga first withdraw from the system, right? So keep your mobile's net off. On it while you look at the screen. Till then, don't have, my mobile I don't touch. So the moment I put it in my pocket, I'll switch it off. You switch it off, no harm at all. Switch it on when you look at the screen. Please carry this message across, because today we have become addict. You know, there is something called mobile rot. Mobile rot, internet rot or a mobile rot, it's called. Aliyum. In the scrolling irukilla, the more you are used to that scrolling on those screen, you know, your brain is decaying. நீங்க இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு இப்படி ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பீங்க. நம்பர் ஆஃப் டைம் யூ டூ, நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஹவர்ஸ் தட் யூ டூ, வெரி டேஞ்சரஸ். அப்படியே நீங்க யூ டூ ஸ்க்ராலிங், ரைட்? ப்ளீஸ் லிமிட் இட். It is totally going to harm your health. And your health what? Your brain. And if your brain is gone, what else? Every activity happens through the brain, nothing else. I always say, every activity of my children, my students and you teachers happens, the human behavior happens through motivation. If my teachers sleep in my classroom, there are quite a few sleeping now, it's because they are motivated to sleep in my classroom. Right? If some teachers move out of my classroom, it's because they are motivated to go out of my classroom. Every human behavior happens because of the motivation. And the motivation comes from here. Except one thing, the pumping of the blood from your heart. Adu mattum motivation oda illa. Imagine if somebody has to tap and say, hey, blood, come. Hey, blood, come. No. Other than that, any human behavior comes through the brain. So don't decay your brain. Scrolling is very, very dangerous. Limit your scrolling. Tell your students, scroll less. Number 2, keep your net off. When you're using the phone, putting again, you carry phone with you, right? In your pocket. And you remember those days when mobile phone came, they said don't keep it near the heart. Why? Why? Think about it. Think about it. சும்மா சொல்லல யாருமே இது. எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு காரணம் இருக்கும். அந்த காரணம் நமக்கு தெரியாது. இன்னைக்கு நமக்கு காரணம் தெரியும். அதனால தயவு செய்து இந்த போன் ரொம்ப டேஞ்சருங்க. ஏன்னா நம்ம பசங்க எல்லாம் குட்டி பசங்க 10 வயசு 20 வயசு பசங்க. They have to grow and grow to much higher heights with good health. Brain போச்சுன்னா எல்லாமே போச்சு. So please take it serious from me. To you and to your children. This change has to come. It is useful. I'm not saying mobile don't use. Use it discreetly. Don't become an addict. Don't become an addict. Scroll less, switch off, switch on the internet while you look at the mobile, not while you carry the mobile. So, Om Namah Shivaya, wishing you all a good luck and welcome again to this great family of Amrita. And I am confident all of you will do well, and I'm sure you will make up in your profession as months and years to go. Always Amma's blessings with all of you, and I'm sure with that blessings you will only keep moving up and keep Amrita's flag always flying high. Jai Hind, Om Namah Shivaya, Mother of the Kulture. Thank you so much. Thank you for it.
Thank you, Shri Krish Ji, for your insightful, inspiring and interactive session on the topic Teachers, the Change Makers, that left a lasting impact. Ji, your words highlighted the important role teachers play in shaping minds and building a better future. The engaging discussions and real-life examples made the session both thought-provoking and motivating. Thank you once again, Ji, for reminding us about the meaningful influence that the educators hold and for encouraging us to continue making a difference in our classrooms and be the change makers. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Well spoken.
Thank you.
Give it up.